right? Well, guys, this is going to be one of the best trainings you will ever go to as a military member. And if you don't know who I am the big, well, I'm not the big, I have the biggest military real estate investing page in military real estate investing page in the world, pretty much. And my biggest thing is to give as much free, valuable information to our military community to build real wealth. Okay. So, in our small amount of time together, my goal is to impact everyone here in the following ways. Number one, I want to build confidence wherever you may have uncertainty around starting a successful real estate investing business without taking on the risk of not knowing what to do in order to get started. Number two, I want to provide clarity where any confusion lies. No more guessing games, okay? Number three, show you step by step how you can go out and replicate the exact strategies that changed my life and hundreds of our clients' lives as well. And lastly, show you the roadmap starting your own highly profitable rental portfolio, okay? Guys, I'm going to show you what's real and what's not. I'm going to keep it real with you guys today. I'm going to show you all the facts and the receipts. Wait, what? Someone that's going to show you real facts and receipts online? Yes, guys, I want you to tune in to the camera really quick. Hi, over here, okay? And the person that said I'm AI, hi, how you doing? Guys, if you notice, I have glasses and I'm Asian. What does that mean? I love math and I love logic, okay? It's literally in my blood. So that's what you're going to get today. And a lot of these content creators nowadays don't have either, okay? Pretty weird, right? So today, guys, you're probably like, okay, who is this four-eyed Asian dude, right? Screaming at me right now. For those that don't know me, my name is Josh Villarreal. And again, I'm going to share my background really quick. And it's going to be pretty vulnerable and share real life that's not on social media. It's not all sunshines and rainbows, guys. Okay? I didn't make $1 million in 30 days. That's just not how it works. And don't worry, it's not going to be a 3-hour monologue about me. It's going to be why I'm even qualified to teach it today. And what did I even do to get here in front of you as a military member, which is very important because I used my 0% down VA loan to now have the millions of dollars in real estate that I own. It's a little over $20 million now. Yes, I own that. And I'm going to share who I am as a person, how I think, why I am what I am. Then I'm going to blow your guys' minds for the next 2 to 2.5 hours of straight game with a bunch of actual steps and real value just for you guys, okay? So 10, 12 minutes about my background and next 2.5 hours for you guys. Does that sound fair? Sound pretty fair? Okay, pretty good trade if you ask me. All right. Now, don't attack me when I'm sharing my background. Don't worry, I hate it as much as you guys do. All right. But I feel like it's very important. So, I served in the U.S. Navy for 7 years active duty. And while I was in, I used my 0% down VA loan to make $700,000 on my first deal. Wait, what? I'm leaving, Josh. There's no way you did that. See, guys, here's the thing. That's not even the crazy part. I actually made over 7 figures using my 0% down VA loan. And because of it, I kept making more and more money. I kept using the VA loan over and over again. And then all my coworkers in the Navy were like, Josh, how are you doing this? And then I said, dude, I'm just using my 0% down VA loan. And they're like, your 0% what loan? I was like, what? You don't know? Wait, you don't know what this is? They're like, no, what's a VA loan? I'm like, wait, get 1 second. I started researching. Guys, on the VA.gov website, it says 94% of military members have not used the 0% down VA loan. And that is the data from the past 5 years. That is recent data from the past 5 years. Out of 24 million military members, our community, only 6% has used it one time. Can you believe that? Yes, this is real. And then I was like, man, if our community, our military community just knew how to use the VA loan to create wealth, we would be in a lot better place. So I knew I had this mission because nobody else knew what it was. So I started helping people on my ship. I started helping more people that I knew in the military and more to now. I had this mission to help as many military members as possible. And because of it, now I own the #1 consulting VA loan consulting company in the entire United States of America. right? Pretty cool to say that. I'm very honored. And because of it, we got interviewed by a bunch of news stations, Forbes, all that good stuff, right? And I'm not one of those guys that just stop real estate just because they got a consulting company. No, all right. I actually did the opposite. I'm building 49 units all right now, all at the same time. We're $23 million. And guess what? It's only 10 minutes away of where I was stationed at. Anybody stationed on 32nd Street in San Diego, California? Yeah, that's where I was stationed at for quite a while. And I have a ground up apartment that I'm building right now on Oregon Street. That's in North Park. All right. And guys, right here, I own 14 co-living units. And I'm bringing that up because I'm getting a 778% return a year on it. Yes, I know, Josh, that doesn't sound right. Stop lying, guys. Remember, I'm going to give you all the facts and receipts today. And if you guys don't even know what co-living is, that is a great sign. It is rent by the room on steroids, okay? People that know about it are making hand over fist. And if you don't know about it, that is a great sign because there's a lot of opportunity to make a lot of money. Okay? And don't worry, I'm going to teach you guys how I did it and how you guys can do it too. Same thing with the VA loan. I'm going to teach you guys how I did it and how you guys can do it too. I am super excited for this training today. Okay? And lastly, I own multiple companies. I lose track. So I have a media company, restaurant, a bunch of real estate, and I have some other stuff. But we won't get into that. But before all of that, I was not born from a silver spoon, and my upbringing was pretty similar to some of you guys. I was born in Los Angeles, California, from two hardworking immigrant parents from the Philippines working multiple jobs. And that's me right there with my fake J's on, my dad, my mom, my older sister, my younger brother, and that is yours truly right there. Look at that smile. I'm just kidding. All right. We were a normal immigrant family just trying to make it in the land of opportunity. Now, I want to ask you guys in the chat, who thinks everything happens for a reason in your life? That life happens for you, not to you. All right. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to take a little drink. Ooh, great water. All right. I can see a bunch of people agreeing. Yep. Okay, that's great. Well, that's pretty much the theme of my life. I believe that life happened for me, not to me. Because when I was 14 years old, my life completely changed. I woke up one morning and both my parents were taken from their jobs in handcuffs because someone falsified a report that my dad was doing something very illegal, which a judge found out later that they completely locked up the wrong guy. It was so dumb. But even though that error happened, we still had to deal with reality. My parents, my brother, and my sister ended up being forcibly deported to the Philippines anyways, and it tore my family apart. And at 14, I ended up staying here in the U.S., bounce around between my two aunts, my grandma, sleeping on the floor, on the house, wherever I can stay. And while I was doing that, my parents continued to struggle in the Philippines until they lost everything. And my mom ended up calling me crying, saying, Josh, no one wants to hire old people in third world country, and the only person that can help us now is you. And in that moment, I flipped the switch in my mentality. I told her, don't work anymore. Let me provide for you and dad from now on because I have this amazing idea of how to get paid every 1st and 15th. And that's how I joined the U.S. Navy. That's me right there, signing my life away at 17 so I could financially provide for my family. And this is my aunt clutching my hand because I was so scared of what I just did, right? And God willing, I graduated boot camp in Chicago. These are my two aunts. They flew out for my graduation, and they were always there for me. And the Navy was cool. I got to travel the world. The recruiter didn't lie about that. But then I also experienced things that were not so cool, like when I got deployed to a combat zone in the Middle East. That part, if you guys have ever been, not that fun. And the only thing was, no matter how hard I worked, I couldn't escape the 9-to-5 rat race. I also quickly found out that getting paid $1,200 a month was not enough to support myself, but let alone my family. The thing that sucked was the more I worked, I could not get paid more. I actually told my boss that I was going to try to make income in business. You know what he said? So I was in the office researching more about different businesses, and my chief came in. Well, like what we all were, right? Should we do wholesaling? Should we do this online thing? What business should we start? And my E7, my leader, okay, someone I'm supposed to look up to, he took me aside, looked straight in my face, and he said, Josh, I don't think you have what it takes to run a business. Why don't you just play it safe and stay out, stay in the military? He told me to play it safe at my job. Can you even fathom that? This guy really tried to shut down a kid's dream, right? And it still makes my blood boil to this day because of that little smile that he gave. But let me ask you guys in the chat, has anyone ever told you that you didn't have what it takes? Better yet, who here has haters that would love to see you fail? Who relates to that? Put me in the chat. Your haters saying, bro, what is this guy doing? Bro, that's not going to work. What if you fail? Why don't you just stay where you are and just play it safe? You think you're different? Your mom and dad are still working in their 60s right now. You think you're different? No, you're going to be in the same place like your family is. You're going to embarrass yourself, and you are not good enough. And I can see a lot of people relating to this. For whatever reason, we have a bunch of haters. So I wanted to say something to my E7, but I didn't want to get chewed out, so I said, Roger that. But in my head, I said, screw you at the top of my lungs, and told myself, I'm going to figure this thing out as long as it takes. And man, I tried so many things and failed for the next 3 years. Like I said, this is not a sunshine and rainbow story. This is real life. I failed and failed for 3 painful years. This is real. I tried buying and selling iPhones for my first business. I did stocks and crypto until I lost everything. I even did drop shipping. Remember that, guys? And I started a successful marketing company for auto body shops, finally. And I helped them get more cars. And it was doing so well that I started investing everything that I had, reinvesting into this business. And it was doing great. But then it failed too because of this little thing called COVID. And because of it, I lost everything. This was my business bank account, negative and overdrawn. Negative $465.87 is all that I can show my family the 3 years of hard work that I did. I was so ashamed. I was so ashamed to even tell my family. I didn't want to tell them at all. And the thing on top of it was I was proving all my haters right. Maybe that I didn't have what it takes. Maybe I should stop trying. And I know some of you experience this moment in your life as well. But here's the thing on top of that. Due to the trip in the Middle East and because of life, I was diagnosed with PTSD at the same time I lost everything. I was having uncontrollable panic attacks every day, crippling depression and anxiety. And if that was enough, oh, the world is so fun. I tore all 4 ligaments in my knees at the same time. And I was in so much unbearable pain mentally, physically. One night I couldn't take it anymore. I started limping to my 8-story balcony and I started looking down. I was in so much pain. I started thinking maybe the pain would go away if I didn't wake up the next morning. And I wanted to give up on life right there multiple times. And I know this might be a touchy subject, but this is real. I was in so much pain. I started praying, God, why does this keep happening to me? Why do you keep punching me in the face? I'm so tired. I just want to provide for my family. You know my heart. And there's this phrase that kept talking to me. Josh, you don't know this yet, but this is happening for you, not to you. This is happening for you, not to you, for you, not to you. So the point I knew I had to trust what he was doing was for a reason. So I held on to my life a little longer, believing that it will get better. And I remembered the quote, if you don't sacrifice for your dreams become the sacrifice. So I knew I had to do it. I continued to keep fighting, and that's when I found real estate. By the grace of God and him alone, I found out that I can buy a duplex for 0% down using the VA loan. That's exactly what I did. I bought an $800,000 duplex for 0% down, and I knew if I put $30,000 into it to make it nicer and fix it up, I would possibly make $100,000 in profit. But there's only one issue. And you guys in the chat know what that issue is. I had negative $465 in my account. I didn't have $30,000. And I wanted to give up right there. I didn't want to do this anymore. Why was there another challenge? And I started thinking, who was I even doing this for? I was doing it for my family because they depended on me. And I thought to myself, there's nothing in this world that would stop me from helping my family. So I went to work. I asked everyone for money, my friends, my family, and I finally got $15,000 all loaned from a bunch of people. And I took another $15,000 0% interest credit cards to make up that $30,000, which I didn't even know what I was doing. There was a super powerful skill called OPM, using other people's money to invest into real estate. Now I had everything I needed. The 0% down V loan that the government gave me and $30,000 that wasn't even mine. So I bought that $800,000 duplex and I went to work. This is me and my girlfriend right here, painting right next to me with nothing in my bank account. I don't even know why this beautiful girl even was painting right next to me. I had nothing except a dream that one day we'd have this life and it could work. And everyone thought we were crazy, but the thing is, everyone thinks you're crazy until it works. And the thing is, it worked. I was now cash flowing $2,000 a month after all expenses. That is in my pocket on autopilot, whether I like it or not. $2,000 in my pocket every single month. And I made $96,000 on one check, only $4,000 off of what I thought I was going to make. And the rest was history. I became a real estate millionaire at 25 years old. I own multiple 7 and 8 figure companies now, and I get to build apartments like this only 10 minutes away of where I was stationed at, making $1,200 a month. And no one can take that away from me or my family. Our name is on the title. And I know this all sounds great. And guys, I'm going to start the training right now. Don't worry. All right. That's it about me. All right. But guys, I want to share one last thing with you guys. All right. And hopefully it could touch at least one person's heart. Okay. It's after all this hard work and sacrifice, this is the thing that I'm the most proud of. I got to retire my parents for 7 years. And after 11 years of being separated, I brought them back here to the US to stay for good. This was when they got off the plane to LAX. That whole time for 11 years, I was by myself. I didn't have my family. And this picture right here has to be one of the most proudest moments in my life today on Mother's Day. It just had to be Mother's Day. I bought out a private room at a 5-star steakhouse. And for the first time in 11 years, all my moms were at the same table at the same time. Remember my 2 aunts and my grandma that took me in when I was 14? Not only did I get them all together on one table, even my mom was there. I haven't seen her in 11 years. It took 11 years to get my mom. This is all I wanted. I had the opportunity to pay for a $3,000 dinner bill and bought them all Tiffany necklaces to commemorate that day and show without them, I would not be here today. But let me ask you guys in the chat, who is ready to give back to those you love and give them opportunities like these? I'm not talking about your haters. I'm talking about the people that love and support you no matter what. Your mom, your dad, that were working in their 50s, 60s, maybe 2 jobs at a time when you were a kid, just so that you can have a better future than they did, because they understand how hard life is. Do you know how hard life is now? So who are you doing this for? Is it your kids, your son, your daughter, your husband, your wife? I want you to think about who you're doing this for, because what I'm trying to get at here is, if I was doing this for myself just to flex on my friends, just to get a Lamborghini or Ferrari, whatever it is, I would have failed a long time ago, because this is a lot challenging than you think. It's not as sunshines and rainbows as people say, no. But the key is, you're going to need something to fight for. And this was my why. You're going to need a why so strong, no one, no mountain, no challenge can ever stop you. And I hope everyone experienced a moment like this in your life. And that's it about me. All right. I did go over, I think I did like 13 minutes. Sorry about that. All right. But more of the story, guys, I just tried about everything you could try in order to make money and escape the 9-to-5 rat race. All right. I'm trying to show you that this is going to be a very different training that you'll ever go to as a military member, okay? I'm not trying to show you all the glitz and glamour. No, I'm going to show you things that are actually real. Did any of that sound easy? The answer is no. I learned the hard way there's no such thing as get rich quick, okay? And if you're impatient, please leave right now. This is not for you. If you are impatient, please leave. If you have an inkling of making $1 million in 30 days, please leave. This is not for you. All right? I'm inviting everyone to leave if you are impatient. But if you want real estate that is built on an integrity that actually works in 2026, this is what changed my life forever. You're always one decision away to changing your life. And lastly, life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. Okay? And remember, when life closes the door, just go through the window. And if you're wondering what this is, that girl that was painting right next to me, this summer I asked her to be my wife, and she said yes. So guys, no races, no takebacks, okay, no returns. We locked her in. We got her, guys. She is trapped for life, all right? So right now, guys, like I said, I've been pretty blessed, so I want to bless a couple people today as well. I'm going to give away about $1,000. Actually, maybe even more, okay? I'm going to give away hundreds of dollars today for people today. You don't have to do anything crazy. All you got to do is stay all the way until the end and submit me your notes. That is it, all right? Multiple people are going to get a bunch of money today. So that's something fun I like to do. And right now, we're going to start the training. So grab a pen and a piece of paper right now. Turn your cell phones off or any other distraction. Put it on Do Not Disturb. Dedicate the next two hours to learning wealth building skills and strategies. If you focus your attention on this one thing, you'll get more out of this experience and be able to retain this information. Work smarter, not harder. I want you guys to maximize your time here. Pay attention, get hyped up, and get ready for the rest of the night. And if you guys are just tuning in right now, guys, this is going to be the best training you will ever go to as a military member, okay? How much do you guys get charged to get on here? Nothing, all right? But there's only one thing that I want in return. And guess what? It's not even for me, it's for you. It's implementation. I want you to transform your knowledge into action. Implementing what you learn is how you achieve lasting results, okay? So, guys, I want you guys to make a deal with me. If you're actually going to implement everything that you're learning today, put deal in the chat. Put these 4-letter words right here. If you're actually going to implement everything that you're learning today, that is the only thing I'm asking from you today. Because of what I don't want you to do today is be a YouTube warrior. Did you catch that? I don't want you to just stay behind your keyboard for the rest of your life. Okay? And guys, whatever you put out into the world, you're going to get 10 times back. So the people that are putting deal in the chat right now super fast, those are the people that the world is going to favor. And now the opposite. If you are not putting deal in the chat, if you are not putting out good energy, what do you think you're putting out in the world? What I'm trying to do here is create good habits. What you do with one thing is what you're going to do with a lot of things. So guys, let's fill this up with positive energy that we will take action. Okay? Today we are actually going to take action. All right? Beautiful, beautiful. Let's go. So, guys, training begins now. All right? So, let's take a deep breath. Let's lock in. I get very passionate in the training, okay? And what right now I'm going to do is I'm going to disable the chat and my camera so everyone can focus. Save your questions for after the training so I can answer them for you. All right? Sound good? All right, give me 1 second. All right, I'm going to shut off the chat and my camera really quick. Boom. All right, guys. So in today's training right here, right, there's only 2 ways of making money right now. There's the old way and the new way. The old way of making money is that 40-40-40 trap, which is working for 40 hours a week for 40 years and only living on 40% of your income. Who wants to depend on Social Security, where they just said by 2036, they're going to run out of money? Who wants to depend on that? No one. That's why there's only the new way to make additional income. The new way is to have a vehicle that provides multiple options, okay? And this system that I'm going to share with you today is how hundreds of military members in our program are starting their wealth building journey. I use this to acquire my first property. I rinse and repeat it to buy my next. And now my students are rinsing and repeating to scale faster than the average investor can.
Okay, look right here. It always starts with one. Okay, I'm not talking about, oh, you're going to be a millionaire by next year. No, that's not what this is about. It's about building true wealth that's really attainable. Okay, look, $2,000. Does that sound crazy? No, it doesn't, right? Just $2,000 a month that I was making in cash flow. But look at this. It compounds. My next check was $96,000. Yes, I didn't even wait for it to be 1 minute. I screenshotted that thing because I wanted to remember it forever. I got that in one check. $96,000 would take me 2 years of my yearly salary as an E5 in the Navy. And I got it in one check. You know how long it takes the average person to save $100,000? 12 to 14 years. Who wants to wait 12 to 14 years to finally see $100,000 in their account? No, right? That's why I ferociously take action. I want you guys to write that down. Ferociously take action and take calculated risk as much as you can, because you cannot do it just by sitting down. Okay? Guys, you just need one deal. That's all it takes. One deal and the compounding effect happens. And guys, the system that I'm going to teach you is freedom to do anything you want. I got to work with people like Brendan Turner, founder of Bigger Pockets, Robert Kiyosaki, right? Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I got to speak on the same stages as these guys, which was absolutely amazing, and mastermind with them. And when I was talking to Robert, we were talking about what I was doing for military members. I was like, yeah, I help military members. He was like, oh my gosh, they have one of the best wealth building tools ever. It's like, you're talking about the VA loan, right? It's like, yes. And I was like, dude, only 6% of the military has used it in the past 5 years. There's 23 million. That means 94% has not used it. I'm like, oh my gosh, if only people knew, right? But that's why you're here today. You are here today to figure out how you're gonna build wealth. Okay? Well, in order to build wealth, you need to follow a system. At least if you want to do it faster, you will need to follow a system. That's what I did. Okay, so here's the pathway that I chose that I'll teach you here today. Number one is buy a property with little to no money down. That is called leverage. Okay, that is the secret of the rich and wealthy. Okay, I did this using my 0% down VA loan and OPM. Okay, imagine owning assets worth hundreds of thousands of dollars for little to no money. Number two, after you close on your property, you fill your property with tenants to rent. And number three, you're going to hold for cash flow and appreciation. Okay, this is where real wealth is made. The combination of cash flow, appreciation, tax benefits is what makes real estate a no-brainer wealth builder. And guys, remember, I'm a firm believer that every military member should have at least 3 rental properties that's going to cash flow them every single month. And the biggest thing that people forget about is appreciation and building equity. Guys, here is something that's going to blow your mind that's not on mainstream media. Anyone want to guess
what the appreciation is? How much the values went up in 2022 to 2025? Anybody want to guess? Well, I'll tell you. And this is directly from the Federal Reserve Economic Data Center. It's 6.41%. Please, Google it. Quote me, 6.41%. You know what that means? If the average property is $500,000, that means if you just held a property for $0 down using your VA loan, you would have made passive equity of $32,000. And guess what? Is that just 1 year? No, that happens every single year for appreciation. Guys, 6.4%, that's 200% more money. The average is 3%. If you guys didn't know that, well, is it always going to be like that? I don't know.
Guys, for the past decade, it's been like that. Isn't that crazy? Okay? And guys, this is the Simple Wealth Blueprint that allowed me to retire from the U.S. Navy in my 20s, and that hundreds of military members are using right now to buy cash flowing real estate all over the country. And guys, right here, this is why I want you guys to focus so much. Okay, that's why I turned off the chat. All right, because everything I'm about to say is going to be straight gold. I do not want you to miss a single word. Please, please, please. I'm going to give you an example of things that people, I'm telling you right now, 99.9% of people don't even know about. Guys, you know about the VA loan, right? They get a single family property, or you even know about multifamily property. But did you know there's a VA rehab loan that acts like a fix and flip loan? Did you guys know that? Where the VA will buy a fixer upper. Yes, a fixer upper. Oh, you can't buy it's literally a VA rehab loan. That's what it's called. And you know what else the VA is going to do? They're going to get that for you, and you don't have to put a single penny down. You know what else they're going to do? They're going to give you money for the rehab, hundreds of thousands of dollars. This recently happened. Hundreds of thousands. Oh, Josh, you're making this up. Oh, yeah, guys, remember, I have receipts for everything that I'm talking about. $140,000 someone made off of a VA rehab loan, 0% down. So you guys don't have to worry about, oh, is this? No, guys. And you know what's crazy? That only took me about 30 to 45 seconds to say that. Imagine you missed out on that one word or three words. Guys, I want you to pay attention and lock in right now. This is going to be probably one of the most valuable things you're going to watch this year or even next year. All right? So the first thing we're going to cover is a 0% down VA loan, because, oh my gosh, even these VA loan experts have no idea what they're talking about because they live in their own corner. They don't expand their knowledge. And guys, here's the first gem of the night that I want you guys to write down right now. Anybody want to find out if someone's a VA loan expert or not? Okay, this is how you're going to call them out. Okay? You're going to ask them this question. Do you know what the 26-7 is? Do you know what the 26-7 is? And if they don't know what that is, run away. They are a fake VA loan expert. Because I can tell you what it is. I can tell you exactly what it is. It's the VA Lending Handbook 26-7. It's on the VA.gov website. It's a 600-page book of every single thing in the VA guideline that you can do. Every single thing. So, guys, I know you guys probably heard, there's a loan limit on loans. Oh, you need at least a 640 credit score. Oh, you have to live in there for over 2 years before you rent. Guys, I'm telling you right now, a lot of things that you heard are all misinformation. And guys, I'm telling you right now, I'm one of the most hated person for VA loan officers, because I school a lot of them because they don't have the time to look at these extra information. So guys, please tune in, okay? So remember, everything that I'm saying is off of that book, so you don't have to worry. You can also reference it yourself. 26-7, write that down, okay? So right now, the first things first, the government is literally giving you hundreds of thousands of dollars for 0% down. Nobody else in the world has access to something this powerful. Think about that. Does Asia have a 0% down loan? Europe? Or what about our own civilians here in the US? Do you think they have this? No. Why do you think that is? Because it's super powerful, and the only person that has access to this is me and you guys. Think about that. Why don't they give it to everyone? Because it's so powerful. And sadly, again, this is a real stat. I only give facts. Remember this. I only give facts, no fluff. 94% of military members hasn't even used it once in the past 5 years. That's on the VA.gov website. Go ahead, quote me. And yes, everything that you see here on the screen is true. No, Josh, it's not 0% down because you got to pay for this, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're talking about the VA funding fee? Yeah, I got that covered. Don't worry. Guys, yes, it's 0% down. I know you guys are scared. Oh, it's not, guys. We literally have done $1 billion. Our team has done $1 billion worth of deals for the military. All it is strategy behind what we do. So yes, 0% down. Okay. And then you've also been told, oh, you need a 640 credit score to get no. Let me ask you this. Where does it say it? Tell me. I'm waiting. Where does it say that you need a 640 credit score on the 26-7? Where? I'll tell you. Nowhere. No. I've seen people get a 580 credit score and get a VA loan. What people don't understand is the VA loan is one of the most financially flexible loans ever created. You guys know that? They don't just look at your credit score, they look at your whole financial profile. Oh, this person has been working for this company for 3+ years, plus he's getting this, and this. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, 580 credit, that's fine. Guys, it's flexible, all right? You're going to start figuring that out as I explain more about the VA loan. You know what else, guys? Check this out. Anybody know what a debt-to-income ratio is? I'll tell you, because this thing is super powerful as well, people don't understand. Guys, a debt-to-income ratio is, it determines how much you can qualify for a mortgage, right? So usually for the civilian side, it's around 34%, sometimes more, right? But let's just say 34%. So if a civilian's making $10,000 a month and their debt to income ratio to use for a mortgage is only 34%, they can only use $3,400 to qualify for a mortgage. Let's just say it's $400,000, right? Okay? $400,000, it's not too bad, right? But here's the thing. The VA loan, guys, listen to this. The VA loan has no debt to income ratio. What does that mean? It's not 34%. No. Again, it's flexible. I've seen people get 67% debt to income ratio. 67%. That is almost double, guys. Double of what civilians get. Guys, check this out. How do you think me, a 23-year-old, got an $800,000 duplex for 0% down? You guys can look up how much I was making in 2020. You guys can look it up. I'm not hiding anything. Like I said, I do not gatekeep a single thing. I'm trying to give you as much facts as possible. How do you think a 23-year-old did that? I'm no different than you guys. If someone tells you, oh, you can only go up to 30%, 40%, guys, you're not talking to enough loan officers because you know the rules. Educate yourself. You know the rules. Just because somebody can't do it doesn't mean another person can. Okay? They just want to sell you something. They're like, no, there's nothing else. Especially these big companies. Oh my gosh. Okay? Guys, did I get your guys' attention right now? Okay? And here's the crazy part. You only need 90 days of active duty service or 6 years of reserves to qualify. What does that mean? If you're on active duty orders and you went to boot camp and A school, you can pretty much use it as soon as possible. All right? And no, you don't need to be a veteran to use the VA loan. You don't have to wait until you're out. You can be active, reserve, National Guard, veteran. Okay? It's extremely simple to use. And here's the thing that a bunch of haters always talk about every time when I share, oh, you can use this to build wealth for 0% down. Oh, no, the VA loan. Oh, guys, I'm telling you right now, if somebody told you that and it deterred you from using the VA loan, that person just costed you hundreds of thousands of dollars that you could have had because they don't know the full extent, just like all of these people that claim to be experts. Here it is. Yes, there is a VA funding fee. What is it? It is a fee that you have to pay every time you use the VA loan. Okay? For your first time, it's 2.15%. That means if the average house is $500,000, on average, you'd pay $10,000. It's a lot of money, right? Yes. But here is the caveat. Here's the fine print that they don't read. Number one is if you have VA disability 10 to 100%, you don't have to pay a single penny of that fee. That thing is waived. Okay? So that's one. Number two is that, guys, you don't have to pay that $10,000 up front. You don't have to pay the funding fee up front. You know what you can do? You can wrap it into your mortgage. What does that mean? That means the fee gets into your mortgage, which you now pay in a 30-year span. What is it? Who wants to trade an extra $18? You would pay an extra $18 a month on your mortgage to control hundreds of thousands of dollars for 0% down. Who wants to make that trade? A lot of people would make that trade. That's a no-brainer trade. An extra $18 a month on my mortgage to control hundreds of thousands of dollars for 0% down. Tell me who doesn't want to make that trade? Exactly. These people don't know what they're talking about. And here's another one that, people try to fry me all the time when I spread knowledge. They try to fry me all the time, but they don't know I have all of the facts lined up. Guys, you don't do $1 billion on accident with my team, first of all. Okay? Look at this. VA loan has no loan limit. How many of you guys, speak to yourself right now, how many of you guys have been told there is a limit of how much loan you could get with the VA loan? Well, the thing is, there isn't a loan limit. That restriction was taken off back in 2020, 5 years ago, and people, loan officers, still argue with me. Why? Why? Guys, you get a $1 million, $2 million, $3 million loan for 0% down. And no, guys, that does not mean if you're making $1,000 a month, you're going to qualify for that. All right, that's pretty obvious, okay? It just shows you how powerful it is once you use the VA loan multiple times, and then you can finally qualify and do these types of deals, okay? Wait, Josh, that's cool, the no loan limit, but you just said use the VA loan multiple times. Who here has been told that you can only use the VA loan one time? Guys, I'm about to break your brain right now. I'm about to break it. Not only can you use it multiple times, but did you know you can have multiple VA loans at the same time? Of course, skeptical, right? But no, we've actually helped people get 3 properties, 3 VA loans active all at the same time for 0% down. Oh, you guys are wondering how? Okay, don't worry, guys. I told you I don't gatekeep a single thing. Okay, by the way, it's all facts, by the way. Okay, just remember that. Josh talks facts only. Here's the fact. Okay, there's going to be someone here that's going to say, Josh, I just looked up on Google that there is a loan limit in every county. It's $806,500. Oh, well, okay. Well, first of all, if a person did say that, I'm going to say false. Wait. Actually, you're right. That's for 2025, though. That's the county loan limit. But then in 2026, it's actually $832,750, okay? And it's not what you think, though. It's not really a county limit. It's your entitlement. Because every single person that qualifies for the VA loan gets entitled that much money. They get automatically entitled to it. Okay? So when does this, Josh, you just said that there's no loan limit. Why is there that? Well, that only comes to play if you want to buy more than one property at the same time. Wait, what? More than one property? Yes. So you can get as much properties as you want, as long as it's under the loan limit. $832,750 in 2026. Wait, so you can get 2 properties at $416,000 each for 0% down, Josh? Yes. Guys, that is how you do that play. And here's the thing, okay? I'm about to teach you guys how people, yes, this is legit, okay? People have gotten 6 units in a little over a year. Anybody want 6 units in a little over a year? Oh, by the way, 1,000% within the guidelines. Anybody want to know about that? Oh yeah, 100%, right? So here it is. Please take your notes out because I'm telling you right now, this is going to be the best training you've ever been to, okay? So let's say you're in North Carolina because there's a bunch of Army people here, right? North Carolina has a huge base. You got inspired by going to one of these workshops and, all right, I got to use my VA loan, and I know I can use a multifamily property with it. So you buy a duplex, right, for 0% down, and it's maybe $300,000. Okay? Guys, guess what? You can rent out that property day one. Okay? A lot of people, okay, they think they have to wait a whole year before they can rent out no. Where does it say that? This has nowhere. It says that nowhere. Guys, as long as you live in the property, you could rent out that second unit as soon as possible. As soon as possible. And guess what? If you're living in one of the rooms, you can rent out all of the rooms as well. Guys, you know what did you guys know that in the VA guideline, it doesn't say about anything about living there for 12 months as well? Do you guys know that? It actually says that you need to move into the property within 90 days of purchase. That is it. That is it. Where that 12-month guideline comes from is called a bank overlay. Banks has their own rules, but you know what it says? Intent to live there for 12 months. Okay, this is what people get scared of because military members are very, very flexible people, right? Because what if I go on deployment in like 3 months after I bought this property, right? Or I have to leave because of X, Y, and Z. I didn't stay there for the full 12 months. Guys, that's what people are scared of because they don't want to buy the property because they think they're going to leave. Oh man, guys. No, it doesn't. Guys, it's the most flexible loan ever created. Do not be scared if you have to leave just out of thin air, okay? Because you have to go on. Everyone knows that sometimes that does happen. But do not be scared if you buy a property that, oh, I'm not going to be living there for 12 months or and if you do live there for 12 months, guys, I don't know what to tell you, okay? If you're complaining, oh, I don't want to live in the property. Why don't you want to live in the property? Why don't you want to sacrifice 12 months of your life and do it the right way like I did and hundreds of thousands of other military members have done and build wealth as well? Why don't you want to sacrifice 12 months of your life to get paid and build wealth the right way? And guess what? You only have to do it one time and you get paid every month and every single year over and over again. Okay? And plus, if you're getting a duplex, you're living one unit and living out at the other. Or you're renting out one room. Guys, I'm telling you right now, as a person that actually did this themselves, it's 1,000% worth it. Okay? It's a primary residence loan. Okay? That means you do have to live there. Making that super clear, okay? Super clear. So now that we know that, so what if that person that bought the duplex, okay, in North Carolina has to now move to Texas after 8 months, okay? After 8 months. You know what she could do now, or he, whoever it is?
They can buy another property in Texas for 0% down. But the question is, how much property can they buy? And all it is an equation. If you're entitled for, let's say, $832,750 in 2026, and you already used $300,000, how much left is on your entitlement? There's what? $532,750 left.
Guys, did you know you can get fourplexes in Texas? How do we know? Because this is happening every single day in our program, in our community. Fourplexes. Guys. A fourplex for $500,000 in Texas, plus another one in North Carolina. Guys, that's how you get 6 units in a little over a year. That only can happen if you understand the VA loan to its full extent and you're working or getting educated by someone that knows this like the back of their hand. Okay? Everyone get that? Okay, here's the other thing right here. Yes, we all know multifamily that you can get it with the VA loan. You get up to 4 units, but do you guys really understand the value of that. You guys really understand it? 4 units, a freaking apartment that you can get for 0% down while civilians have to put 25, 35% down. Guys, if you're buying a $500,000 house or a fourplex, civilians have to put $150,000 to $200,000 down. And guess what? You have to put zero, zilch, nothing, nada. You get to play with the big boys for 0% down. People don't get that. And here's another thing, okay? I'm about to flex my knowledge, okay? Did you guys know that you can actually get up to 7 units with a VA loan? Oh, Josh, what? That's a commercial. No, you can't do that. Oh, yeah? I'm just quoting from the VA lending. It's not as popular, yes, but it's in the VA guideline. I'll tell you exactly where to find it. VA Lending Handbook 26-7, Section 7. It states if you have 2 veterans combining on a loan. Oh, wait, what? It doesn't have to be your wife, your spouse? It could be like a random veteran that you're teaming. Yes. People don't teach you that either. You could double your finances and team up to buy a home. So if you, guys, 2 veterans, they could get 6 residential units and 1 office unit for a total of 7 units. Crazy, right? Have you guys ever heard of that? I'll be very surprised if you have. And here's the other thing. Anybody who wants to build their dream home from the ground up with every spec that you want? Oh, yeah, it's called the one-time closed VA loan. The VA will buy the land that you pick, 0% down, and they're going to pay for a designer, architect, the contractor every single month, nothing coming out of your pocket. And at the end of it, they're going to give you a 30-year beautiful interest rate mortgage at the end. And did you know the VA loan has the best interest rate out of all of the loans? Yes, it's better than conventional, better than FHA. It destroys it. Absolutely destroys it. And guys, what did I say from the beginning? You get paid based on the value you provide into the market, right? What provides more value, guys, what provides more value than building nothing to something from the ground up? That's called a 6-figure play. Oh, did you guys also know that you can build 4 units from the ground up as well? You can build apartments. You can be pretty much a developer from the ground up. You know how I know this? Because I have done it myself. Guys, I am teaching you things that I have done myself. I'm not one of those theory guys. No, I'm a doer. I actually do this thing. I got a 0% down VA loan, built something using it, and I made $323,000 because it's real, because I actually know how to use this thing. And here's the other thing right here, the VA rehab loan. You guys kind of know about it already. It's basically like a VA fix and flip loan. You get a property that needs some fixing, right? The VA, by the way, this only happened a couple months ago. This is brand new, even though VA rehab loan has been around forever. Okay, before it was only like $50,000 you can get to help fix it up. Guys, they took that off. There's no more loan limit. You can get, how do I know this? Because literally, this guy right here got a rehab loan for $200,000. You know what he's using that for? He's doing it to build a whole other unit on the property. Wait, what? Not only could, use this to rehab your property, but you can make it to build another property on top of your property? Guys, this guy right here is about to do a $400,000 play for 0% down. Guys, if you don't know, just like what I did with the $30,000 that I got from my online credit cards to fix up the property, I got a $96,000 check. Guys, you don't have to do that work anymore. You guys have it so much easier than I did. The VA is now going to give that to you. If only if I had access to this in the beginning, but you guys do now. Please take advantage of it. And yes, look, he bought a property for $560,000. It got appraised for $700,000. He made $140,000 day one. Plus, He's going to build an ADU, another unit on top of it. Oh, Josh, did this happen a year ago, 2 years ago? No, this literally happened a couple months ago. Guys, I'm not teaching you things that are happening years ago. I'm teaching you things that are happening right now, okay? Right now, okay? Now, guys, I want to check in with you guys. You can talk to yourself, okay? Because I don't want you guys to get distracted in the chat. Have I brought the power yet? Have I kept to my word that this is going to be one of the best workshops you've ever been to? You guys understand a little bit now how powerful the VA loan is, right? Okay, good. All right. Everyone, yeah, nod your head with me. Yep. Guys, now, after you understand how powerful the VA loan is, what is the second thing? What is the first thing you're going to do? You're going to look for a loan officer, right? Oh, man. That, guys, I'm telling you right now, beware of loan officers. Remember when I told you that a lot of these people have no idea what they're talking about? I actually educate a lot of loan officers. People try to join my community all the time because they just want to learn everything that our team does. Because we don't just work with the small banks, the big banks. No, we know how to utilize Navy Federal. Oh, guys, I'm about to give you guys some game right now. Write this down. Did you guys know you have actually pretty much two VA loans? One comes from the VA, the other one comes from Navy Federal. It's called the Military Choice Loan. 0% down. Yes, the interest rate's a little bit higher, but guys, imagine getting multiple properties for 0% down. Boom. Loan officers are not going to mention that because they want to get paid. They want you to use theirs. They're like, nope, there's no other ones. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I'm trying to give you everything, every single thing that all these loan officers and agents don't want to tell you. I'm trying to take the lid off of this. Okay? Guys, I'm telling you right now, beware of loan officers. Why? If you can take away just one thing from this training, it's this. I want you to lock in right now. Military members are a victim of 1 out of 8 financial scams in the U.S. Fact. 1 out of 8. And the one that I absolutely hate the most is when loan officers take advantage of you because you don't know what you don't know. Especially if this is your first time doing this. You really know nothing. And guys, what is the first thing that you do? You go on Google and you're going to type in loan officer near me. And then these big banks are going to pop up. And I'm telling you right now, to now go for the big banks. Because who do you think pays for their big offices and big parties? You do. Why? Why would you want to go with the people that's going to charge you the most? No. You need to go and work with small to medium loan officers. They're going to give you the best rate and best service. Okay? And here, guys, here's what they're going to do to you. Okay? These big banks, please do not get scammed. Literally hundreds of military members get scammed every single day working with these big banks. This, what I'm about to tell you, is going to save you $10,000 to $20,000. How do I know? Because we save people every single day. Yes, this is a real thing. And some of you guys are probably nodding in your head right now. Yep, I got. Yep, this is a real thing. Okay, so this is how they're going to get you. Right now, we could probably qualify between 6 and 6.5%. Okay, for VA loan interest rate, which is pretty great, right? But here's what these big banks are going to say: hey, Josh, you actually qualify for 8%, but don't worry, we got you. Okay, you just have to pay these points, and then we can get you down to that 6%. Wait, what? Points? What is that? Well, it's the difference between you paying 8% and 6%. You got to pay that difference of 2 points. How much is that going to be? Yeah, usually it's like 1% of the entire loan amount. So like $5,000 a point, $10,000. Wait, what? $10,000? Why would I want to pay that? Don't worry, everyone does it. Guys, if you hear that, please run away. They're just trying to get you. You guys want to figure out how I knew that? Because I almost got. I almost got, guys. The first person that I talked to, it happened to be a big bank because I didn't know about this yet. You know what happened? This big bank was saying, yeah, you got to pay an extra $15,000. And because I didn't know what I didn't know, I was trying to go out and raise $15,000 more because I wanted this deal to happen. But luckily, I did this right here. I talked to more than 3 loan officers. And luckily, the second person that I talked to was like, hey, he called me. He's like, hey, Josh, I hope you didn't go with that other guy. I was like, why? Because that guy's trying to get you right now. You don't have to pay for all those points. What are you doing? No, do not do that. Look at mine. The second guy gave me a way better interest rate with no points and no fees. Oh, yeah. You should not be charged for points and fees. The only time a loan officer gets paid is by the bank and not your pocket. Remember that. Please, please, please beware. Beware of loan officers. Put a line under it. Write it down. Put a line under it. Verify, verify, verify. Okay? And if you get a referral, trust, but verify. Okay? You're on this right now. Do not be one of those hundreds of people that got every single day. And I can't name these companies. I'm so sorry. I can't name them for you. But trust me, they are there. All right? So now, and guys, please remember that. You might not know this, but I already just saved you $10,000 to $20,000 and you don't even know it. Okay? You don't even know it. I just saved you $10,000 to $20,000 right here. Okay? And here's another one. Okay? Anybody want to know how to never have the best chance to never pay for closing costs again? Oh, who wants to have the best chance to never pay for closing costs again? Right? Oh, Josh, somebody's saying, oh, Josh, there's a VA loan at 0% down, but you still got to pay for closing costs, funding fee. Oh my gosh. Guys, there's always a way if you just are exposed to this information. And by the way, guys, it's not your fault if you don't know any of this. It's just because you weren't exposed to it. That's why my goal is to educate as many military members as possible and doing it for free. Like why you're in here right now. Okay? So here it is. Most people save, okay? Most people save up for the down payment, but forget about the closing costs that can be 2 to 3% of their purchase price. It's a lot of money. But here's the thing. You can actually use this thing called the wrap method. You can actually wrap these closing costs into your purchase price, kind of like what we did with the VA funding fee, remember? It's a lot. You can wrap it in, but you have to be a little bit more creative. It's a little bit different, okay? It's creative. So here's what you're gonna do, okay? A property is listed on Zillow for $300,000, okay? And if closing cost is $7,000 on that $300,000, which is, yeah, pretty normal, you can offer the seller, hey, you're going to tell us, hey, I'm going to give you $307 and you could keep the $300,000 you want. Okay, cool. What about the other $7,000? That's $7,000 now. I want you to give it back to me at seller credit and we have a deal. Wait, you could do that? Yes, you can. It's called being creative. So you're leveraging your own bank to pay for your closing costs, but you're like, what? I still have to pay that $7,000 though. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I'm not that bright, okay? I just know a couple things, okay? And I only do no-brainers. Here's another no-brainer for you. Oh, you're paying $7,000, but yeah, over a period of 30 years, that's an extra $12 a month. Anybody want to trade $12 a month on their mortgage to not pay $7,000 up front? Anybody want to do that? Sounds like a pretty no-brainer trade. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. It's just basic math. I am not doing anything crazy. I'm just exposing you to the right fundamentals, okay? And guess what? This is only the tip of the iceberg. You guys are in for a treat tonight, okay? Right here, number 2 is, okay, what if that guy's being weird that he doesn't want to give you all of that $7,000? Well, there's another thing called getting your concessions during due diligence. What is that? It's more ways to get seller credit. Here's how I did it as well. Because sellers and the inspectors don't catch everything, right? Especially if it's cosmetic. So what I did was I went around the house and I found that things needed to get repainted, like a bunch of walls and rooms. I was like, hey man, retail price for this is about $3,000. I got to get it repainted. I'm not going to have a pink wall and that's all old and dusty. No. But guess what? Because me and you guys are all military members, we're pretty good with our hands. So what are we going to do? We're going to go to Home Depot and paint it ourselves. But look at that arbitrage. 3,000 minus $300, that's $2,700 extra now that you could put it to your closing costs. And you do this little things and you add it up. You go around drawers, paint, whatever it is. And the seller's not going to say no because of a couple $1,000 because they're trying to get a deal done. Remember, this is business. They're not going to say no off of $1,000, okay? Or at least most of the time, okay? So this is the little strategy that you use. Okay, you got those two. And guys, since you guys have been amazing, okay, I want to give you a third strategy that's not even in here. Man, you guys are in for a treat. I'm dropping all the gems today, okay? Here's the third one that real estate agents don't want you to know about because they don't want you to ask for it, okay? It's that real estate agents can pay for all of your closing costs if they wanted to. They could use all of their commission to pay for your closing costs, okay? And you're going to be like, oh, why would they want to pay it? Well, first of all, it's very rare that they're going to give you all of their commission, but it's very possible to give you half or more. Because, guys, at the end of the day, they want business. They want your business. But not everyone's going to say yes, okay? So how are you going to do it? You're going to ask them. You communicate. You're going to tell them, hey, man, besides getting a great deal, the number one thing that I want you to help me with, Mr. Agent, is help me not to pay these closing costs. I don't care if you use the RAP method, help me get concessions, or even use your own commission to pay for the closing costs. I don't want to pay. Do your best so for me not to pay for closing costs. Can you do it? Guess what? People are going to say no. But also, there's going to be a couple that are going to say yes, that are willing to work for you and work with you. They like a challenge. How do I know? Because literally, guys, we do this every single day in our community. It's as simple as that. So guys, imagine you have 3 of those strategies at the same time. Do you know what that could get you? Guys, literally a couple weeks ago, a 22-year-old bought a property and used all of the strategies that we gave him for the closing costs. You know how much he paid in closing costs? Negative $2,400. Wait, what's negative $2,400? This guy got a check at closing to buy a property. Wait, it's possible to get paid for? Yes. He got paid $2,400 because he didn't owe anything. Plus, he got so much seller credit that they gave it to him now that he could build other things or invest or whatever. He got paid $2,400 by doing this strategy. Guys, again, you might not know the value I just gave you guys, but please, when you start taking action, which it should be tonight, you're going to do this, okay? And like I said, I always like to back up every time I teach something, right? Look at this guy. His name's Patterson, awesome Marine. Officially closed a deal. I'm so excited. Thanks for all the help. Simple Wealth Team, that's us, right? Look at his keys. Look at that smile. He bought a fourplex, right? And made $30,000 in instant equity day one because we taught him how to find the right deal. And he got seller concessions so that he didn't have to pay a single penny, okay? And look, now he gets the house tag, pocket major, cash flow, appreciation, equity paid down, tax write-offs, all that stuff for what? 0% down. Guys, you would not believe, you really wouldn't, because all the results that we have is kind of insane to hear, okay? And look, one of the most underrated ways to make money with real estate is simply buying and holding it. Please, guys, anybody heard of shiny object syndrome? Don't worry, I even got it, okay? This happens in the beginning of your real or entrepreneurship journey. You get distracted because of all this fancy marketing. Oh, you could be a millionaire. You can make 6 figures in a week or whatever. Oh, wholesaling, flipping, Airbnb. No, guys. I'm telling you, that is a shiny object, There's a reason why cash flowing real estate has been here since the beginning of time. And that 90% of millionaires, this is how they get wealthy. Okay, there's a reason. Because of this, the longer you hold properties, the higher your property value goes. It's called appreciation. Remember that? You buy a property once and you get paid forever through appreciation every single year, right? But what about this? The more revenue you're going to make every time you hold a property, because you forget about that as well. Remember, cash flow, you're buying cash flowing real estate, okay? Rent, guys, did you know that rent has never gone down? Did you guys know that? Since the beginning of since we tracked it. Rent always went up, guys. Always went up. That means you're getting more and more every single month and every single year, year after year, compounding. And guys, and if you're still like, oh, I still want to do flipping and wholesale, let me break down some math for you guys. I'm Asian, if you guys didn't know, and I love math. Okay, that's a little military joke for you guys. So if you're looking into wholesaling and flipping, do you know what flipping, it takes you 3 to 6 months to buy a property? Like that's actually going to make you a profit? On average, 3 to 6 months. And then after you get the property, you still have to put in the work and sell it, right? If you do every single thing right, it's going to take you 6 months to sell it if you did everything right. So that's going to take you 12 months to get how much? The average person that flips makes $30,000 a flip. And since they are not holding it for tax write-offs, it's usually about 30% goes to taxes. So it's really $20,000. All that liability, all that time to get paid one time, $20,000. Does this sound like something that you want to do? Guys, it's just basic math. Please look it up. Quote me. $20,000. All of that work, all of that time to get paid one time. And guess what? You're back in what? A rat race, going over and over, just like a little gerbil. And guess what? Don't worry. I was in that trap too. I was flipping and wholesaling. But then I figured out, wait, what? With real estate, I just got to buy it once and get paid. Guys, I don't know about you, but I want to get paid while I sleep, right? You guys want to get paid while you sleep too? It's not a crazy concept. This concept has been here forever. People are just marketing to you very well. That's all it is. Okay? Guys, remember, do the work once and get paid forever. Okay? That's keeping cash flowing rentals. Okay? And look, when I bought my first property, it's $800,000, right? 23 years old. And I was supposed to pay $23,000 in closing costs, but because of those 3 strategies, I only paid $6,500. $6,500, guys. And guess what? That $800,000 home is now worth $1.55 million. Okay, $1.55 million. That's $700,000 in equity, guys. $700,000 off of $6,500. You guys want to do the math on that? That is a 10,700% return. Go ahead, take out your calculator. 10,700% return off of $6,500. Anybody want that? Anyone can get that on crypto right now? The stock market? No. This is backed by real estate and doing it the right way because you know the right strategies. And don't forget, this is worth what? 1.55 million? Didn't we just learn about appreciation? The value of your property goes up at the end of the year. 9.6%. What does that mean? I passively made $150,000 in equity on this deal. Anybody want to make 6 figures? Just chilling, just owning a property for 0% down? Anybody? Oh, Josh, 9.6% is a lot. Oh, by the way, this is in San Diego, all right? So 9.6% has been almost the average for the past decade, if you guys didn't know. But, okay, what about 5%? Cut it in half. Guys, that's $75,000. Anybody mad about $75,000 in passive equity every single year? Anybody mad about that? I don't think so. And here's the thing that people forget. You're also cash flowing with the right strategy. I make $180,000 a year on that property using co-living, a 778% return. And guys, you know what I'm about to do right now? I'm about to teach you about how you can get that too. I'm going to teach you right now how you can get, how I made $323,000 in profit using my 0% down VA loan called my ADU play. And this is the other strategy I want to talk about, which is the co-living method. I get a 778% return every, oh, you thought it was just 1 year? No, every single year that no one talks about. It's such a simple strategy. I'm so excited to teach you this, okay? So let's get into it, okay? Right here, it's called the ADU play. Stick with me, okay? Because this right here, 0% down made me $323,000. I'm about to break it down in front of your face, okay? Check this out. So this is actually still my first deal, okay? It's crazy, right? First deal. So with that $800,000 duplex, I put $30,000 into it, and I got a $96,000 check, right? After that $96,000 check, I was like, let me go reinvest it, because I saw that there was a garage on my duplex. Guys, please pay attention to this. This is 6-figure plays right now using your VA loan, okay? This is your garage. I found out that there was a garage in one of the duplexes. Like, wait, I could do an ADU there. If you guys don't know what an ADU is, it's when you have a property already with a unit on it, and you make an additional dwelling unit, another unit that you could live in, okay? And the strategy that I love the most, guys, this is the thing that's going to be so lucrative. It's not building from the ground up in your backyard. It's actually doing garage conversions, converting your garage into apartments, okay? That's it. Why? Because it costs so much less to build, because there's already flooring, foundation, there's already a roof, there's plumbing, electricity, everything's there. All you gotta do is build it out. So this was my 2-car garage. I started building it out, and look at this, so beautiful. You wouldn't even know this was a garage. It's a one bedroom, 1 bath ADU. Look at that. Got the recess lining up there, vaulted ceilings. And guys, I thought it was gonna be 6 months, but it took 9 months to build, and it cost me $72,000, okay? And the question is, how much value did this provide to my property? If you guys didn't know, for the most part, for multifamily units, every time you make more cash flow on it, more rent, your property value goes up, okay? And here it is. This is how you figure it out. I got it rented out for $1,900 a month. And there's this thing called GRM to find out how much equity you added to the property. A GRM stands for gross rent multiplier. That means for every $1 I got in rent, right, I gain $170 in equity. Okay, that's how you find out how much equity you just created. It's called forced equity, if you guys heard of that term. How much equity did I force? $1,900 times $170. $170. That's $323,000. Guys, that is basic math that I did. Basic math, guys. That's all it is. You just need to be exposed to the right way to think and how to see things. Guys, I did this using my 0% down VA loan and my $6,500. $6,500 into 323. You guys know how much that is? That's a 49x, a 4,900% return. Guys, I did it all in front of your face. I didn't do anything crazy. I told you exactly what play I did, how much I rented out for. If you look in San Diego right now, you're going to see this in El Cajon, California, by the way. I don't have anything to hide. It's actually more right now, actually. So this is, I believe, last time we checked was about 480,000. It's crazy, right? And guys, remember, every time I say something, you're like, okay, Josh is making up numbers. Okay, what about a screenshot once again? This is my active duty checking account. $275,000 was wired into my account. That was just one. That was just one check. Okay. And this was tax free, by the way. Okay. And what I'm about to show you just a short clip of me receiving it because one of my friends just happened to be looking at it. All right. Or be with me. And it's very cringy. So do not laugh at me. I know the chat is off, but please do not laugh at me. Okay. Check this out. Let's go! Let's go! I can do anything! Whoa! Let's go! Guys, I told you it was cringy, but I was going through emotions right there because I was thinking about all the late nights that I put in and what that could do for my family. What $275,000 could get me for my family. Can I do more deals? Can I do all of this? And the crazy part is, guys, with that $96,000 check that I got first, I was doing that active duty full time, just a couple hours a week. And then I was like, wait, if I can do that just a couple hours a week while active duty, what can I do when I go full time? And guys, this was me doing this full time because it was just math. If I doubled my hours, I would make more. Guys, in the first year I went full time, I made over $500,000. This was just one deal I did when I went full time. Guys, $275,000, I got that in one check. Imagine you guys got that in one check. My mindset grew. I had no idea it was even possible to make this kind of money in real estate. Who knew that first deal would give me the freedom to pursue real estate full time? But it didn't always start that way. I grew into those shoes step by step with one deal. Remember that, guys. And right here, guys, I want you to pay attention because this section alone, people charge thousands upon thousands of dollars for, and I'm about to give it to you straight game right now. Please take out your notes. If you put it away for whatever reason, take it out right now. Please lock in. Have I exaggerated anything of the value that I've given you guys so far? Probably not, right? I'm telling you right now, this is probably one of the most valuable parts. Okay? Here it is. It's called the co-living method. Now, this strategy right here is one of the smartest way to increase your cash flow, in my opinion. Okay? It's rent by the room, but on steroids. Okay? The steroids part is when you rent by the room and turn unutilized space like the living room and dining room into extra cash cows. Okay? Why do I love it so much? Because you get to automate the whole thing with property management. I didn't get into real estate to be a property manager. No, I did it for freedom, time freedom. This part is lovely. Somebody else gets to run it for me. And why do I love it as well? High cash flow. High cash flow because now you can collect rent from more people. Guys, if you guys didn't know, the difference between renting a family, one tenant, versus renting out by the room is about a 3 to 4x difference of your rental income. 300 to 400% more, if you guys didn't know. Rent by the room, you make so much money. Why do you think all these colleges and universities are doing it? The dorms, you guys think they're doing that for fun because they're trying to make it convenience? No, they're trying to make money. We all know universities are for profit now, right? It's a fact. It's a for-profit thing. It's because they have dorms because they're making so much money off of it. All people are doing now is doing the same model, but for the workforce. It's a brand new thing people are doing, but it's really not brand new. But there's just a small twist that people are looking over it. Okay? Guys, the other thing is it's such a high success rate because the overflow of renters looking to live with roommates. Guys, this thing is so much in demand. There's a 91% success rate to be fully booked all the time. 91%. 91. I'm fully booked out right now as well. Guys, 91%. Oh, Josh, it sounds crazy, but oh yeah? I'm going to show you the logic behind it. Remember, I'm basic math and no-brainer deals. That's all I do. Nothing crazy. Check this out. Why is co-living so powerful? Your brain's about to explode. Check this out. 14 million renters make less than $35,000 a year. Okay, do you think they could afford a studio bedroom by themselves? A one bedroom, one bath? The $1,900 that I rented out? You guys saw it. No. Guys, here's the thing that's going to blow your minds. 1 out of 4 millennials live with roommates right now. Go ahead, look it up. You know how many millennials there are in the workforce? 72 million millennials. That means 18 million millennials live with roommates right now. Just because you're not living with a roommate doesn't mean the rest of the world is not. And this, guys, this is where it happens, okay? Anybody know what pad split is? I'll tell you. It is the Airbnb, so you can rent out your rooms, okay? But for co-living. It's Airbnb for co-living. Check this out. Tell me why there are only 10,000 co-living units on one of the top platforms for co-living. Why? Why? Guys, 10,000? Compared to 18 million millennials? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Anybody went to, took economics in high school or college? How about this? Supply and demand. What did we learn when there's very low supply and very high demand? The person that owns the supply makes a bunch of money, and in our case, wealth. Guys, it's a very logical thing why people are making so much cash flow off of this. 18 million, 1 out of 4 of 72,000, and there's only 10,000 co-living units. Guys, the demand for affordable housing is growing, and companies like PadSplit. Oh, by the way, you guys want to know who the lead investor is for PadSplit? It's Mark Cuban, the Shark Tank guy, owner of the Dallas Mavericks. Yeah, people are making billions upon billions of dollars right under our noses. And the reason it has done so well is because of the rent by the room model. It's nothing crazy, okay? Guys, I want you to tune in right now, but because this section right here, this is the gem, okay? Write this down because people would pay thousands of dollars for this little information I'm about to give you right now, okay? This one right here, here's the gem. So the biggest thing about co-living is the steroids part, using unutilized space like the living room and dining room to make us money, okay? When building out a traditional room, it's a pain. They can cost $10,000, maybe $20,000 to build each room. Plus, you need permits. That sucks, okay? But here's the thing. We don't have to worry about this because you guys know this because you're on this live right now. It's called pressurized walls. What is that? It is a divider on steroids. It doesn't go into the flooring. It doesn't go into the ceiling. It's literally a wall that's super strong, insulation proof, soundproof, and looks exactly like a wall. And guess what? It costs pennies on the dollar of traditional rooms. And the best part is you don't need permits. Okay, you don't mess with the electricity. You don't mess with anything. It's a divider on steroids. Okay, write that down because people would pay thousands of dollars for that little information I gave you. Oh, you don't believe me? Oh, go on YouTube right now. Type in pressurized walls. No one is talking about this. There's only going to be 2 videos. One is 10 years old. The other one's 5 years old. And it has nothing to do with investing. Guys, we're thinking outside the box. If you haven't noticed by now, we need an edge. All these rich people have an edge, but we have to create it. You have to take what is yours, and you have the tools within you. You just have to use it. Okay, what we're trying to do here is turn space that makes $0 into cash cows. Okay, so here's 2 rooms. By the way, I own this property because I do what I say. This is a property that I own. This is the floor plan of it. So right here, that's the dining room. Okay, dining room. We're gonna close this up, put a wall there, and put a door. Okay, that's 1 room. And down here, we're gonna put that pressurized wall to make another room. And then I know there's gonna be people saying, oh, you're talking about the community area. It's not gonna be good for quality of life. Guys, multi-billion-dollar companies have already been doing this, and they have all the data. You think you're smarter than them? I for sure am not smarter than them. You know what they said? They said when you take those out, you get less problems. Why? Because there's no more couches. There's no more TV. That means there's less people congregating, less people sleeping over, and less places that are dirty. It's a lot more cleaner because everyone now has their own space, and because you're cash flowing so much, guys, you can use a housekeeper every single week to clean it. Okay, so check this out. Okay, right here. This right here cost me $700. Putting up that wall, yes, we actually do this, and put up that door. $700, right, to make a room. And here's the other one. Okay, this is called a pressurized wall. Look at this. Look at that wall. Okay, look at that wall. I'm gonna show it to you again. It looks like a regular wall, right? Looks super strong because it is, but it doesn't get into the flooring. It uses pressure. This cost me $3,000 to build out. But guess what? That's in San Diego, the most expensive place to build. People in our community are building this out for $900 and renting out their space for $1,400 a month. Guys, think about that. $900? Is that making sense? Okay, that's a little clue, right? So what happened to my property? Josh, what is the numbers? Just show me the numbers, man. Okay, I got you. Here's the numbers. Here it is. I got the rooms rented out for $1,200 each. Okay, $2,400. Okay. One room will bring in $14,400 a year net cash flow in my pocket, not revenue. I'm not talking about rental income. I'm not talking about, oh, this is my top. No, I'm talking about what actually lands in my pocket. I'm not trying to ego boost myself. No, I want to know what happens that goes into my pocket. Guys, that's $14,400 net in my pocket because of $1,200. Just with a small wall and a door. How much did I spend on that door? $700. To make $14,400 net? Are you kidding me? So guys, in total, I invested $3,700 to make $25,100 the first year because I gotta pay this back, right? What about the second year? Because this $14,400 is times 2 though, because I have 2 rooms that I built out. Guys, this is almost $30,000. $30,000 the next year, $30,000 the next year, and because we own the property, $30,000 the next year, the next year, the next year, the next year, forever. Guys, that is a 778% return every single year. And let me ask you this, doesn't rent go up every year? The answer is yes. You know how much San Diego went up this year? 10%. Wait, what? So in my second year, this is already at 3,100. What about the next year? 35,000. What about the next year? 40,000. So guys, 778% return is where it starts. That's not the whole return. That is every single year. The next year is 1,000% return. 15,000, 1,500% return, 2,000% return. Guys, I just told you about buying and hold real estate, right? What that does for you. Guys, I'm not sure if you're fully understanding this right now. Almost $30,000 was made out of thin air right in front of your eyes. $30,000 a year was made out of thin air. And guess what? You could have used other people's money to get that $3,700, which basically means in just six weeks, you just made your money back. If my chat was on right now, I would put 1 in the chat if this is blowing your mind right now. Guys, if that is not blowing your mind, I don't know what will. $30,000 was made out of thin air right in front of your eyes. Did I do anything complex? Is renting by the room complex? Is turning unutilized space using the pressurized walls complex? No? I didn't think so. Are you guys seeing? That's why it's called the simple wealth blueprint. Simple. Very simple. But it's up to you to do it. And it's up to you to get the right method to do it. Guys, got it? Guys, this is just one property, right? This is just one of these units. I have 14. Imagine you had 14 of these like me. Are you kidding, right? And like every time I show, I always want to back it up with someone that is not me, okay? Well, in this case, what about a 20-year-old that's active duty in the Army right now that did this? Active duty. This guy's making $3,000 in his pocket because he's house hacking and doing co-living at the same time. Wait, you get rent by the room, live in there, and also put pressure on? Yes. How do you think this 20-year-old is cash flowing $3,000 a month? Oh, by the way, he's also doing a $50,000 ADU play right now. Oh, you don't believe me? Listen to him. He's going to say how much he's making a month right now. Check it out. Or, yeah.
Cash flow about $3,000 a month.
$3,000 a month.
Guys, he's making $3,000 a month at 20 years old. You know what the crazy thing is? He's already in his second property from what we have taught him. In just a few months, he's already on his second property doing this. Absolutely insane. You know what he's doing? He's not even using the VA loan. He's using other people's money because this guy's not scared to raise money from other people to build wealth, because that's what it's gonna take. And guys, you know what I'm about to do right now? You guys, I don't think you guys were prepared for this tonight. You thought I gave you a bunch of value already? I taught you the concepts. Oh, guys, for you guys that have stayed until right now, I'm going to give you guys such a huge gift. I'm going to give you guys my copy and paste system of how to find these 778% return type properties. Anybody want that? Guys, please be nodding your head in your seat right now. Yes, right? Guys, I'm not kidding when I'm trying to give the most value ever for military members right now while I'm alive. I live and breathe this thing. I'm not going to gatekeep anything for you. Guys, I'm about to give it to you at the end right now. So if you have something planned in the next 40 minutes, 50 minutes, I highly recommend that you reschedule, because your minds are about to get blown right now, because I'm about to give you the whole enchilada. Okay? So everyone, tune in right now. And before we get into that part, where it's about to happen, okay? Here's the thing I want to go over, because there is definitely somebody in here that's going to say, Josh, well, I know this sounds so cool, but I don't have any money. My credit sucks. Guys, money is never a problem. The average investor is naive to the fact that you simply don't have to wait to get into real estate deals. Okay? You don't have to save a bunch of money. Here's the thing. The wealthy investor understands that there's an abundance of funding opportunity available to you right now. So you don't have to wait to get into highly profitable deals. The truth is, you can buy unlimited properties with none of your own money and never need your own money again. Guys, you think I bought that 49 unit cash, $23 million? No. I utilized the secret of the wealthy, which is leveraging other people's money. Right? You think Jeff Bezos made all this money with his own? No, he has investors. What about Warren Buffett? He literally runs a fund. People give him money to make money. Is this making sense? It's an actual skill of the wealthy. Everyone get that now. Borrow money so you can make money. And these are the three of them that I'm going to go over really quick, okay? The first one is business credit. The first way is business funding. You're a business now, okay? So it's time for you to start operating like one. All you have to do is open up an LLC, open up a business checking account, and apply for business credit. You can unlock 30, 60, even upwards of $80,000 in funds at 0% interest. Now, with that, you can go out and deploy into assets like real estate and rental property so you can take advantage of the deals when you find them. Again, companies like Amazon, Apple, Tesla, myself, all included, use good debt to buy deals. Good debt. I'm not talking about your Louis Vuittons, all right? That's not good debt. I'm talking about buying cash flowing property. Good debt. Okay? And if I were you, I would screenshot this right now because these are my favorite credit cards that are going to give you 0% interest. Okay? Tens of thousands of dollars. Okay? Here's the other thing. I want to tell you guys about the DSCR loan. It is an absolute cheat code for investors. What is the DSCR loan? Well, you don't need to show personal income or any tax returns to get a loan. What the heck? Doesn't that sound crazy? There's no property limit, and it's a lot simpler to qualify, okay? Because a DSCR loan is a type of mortgage focused on the property's income, not yours. The rental income, yes, it's focused on the rental income, not your income. Imagine that. Imagine not needing a W-2 tax statement or a debt-to-income ratios ever again because it's based on the property's income and not yours. And all you needed to do is for it to cash flow. That's the biggest qualifier if it's making money. But you guys know about co-living now. Guys, are you serious? All you need is cash flow? That's what makes this thing a super. Are you guys seeing every little piece I'm teaching you adds up to something super powerful, okay? And the only thing you have to worry about now is just the 15 to 25% down payment. This is how you get unlimited properties with none of your own money. And guys, this is how you get the 15 to 20%. We have raised $6.5 million in the past 2 years doing this, okay? Here it is. Here's 3 steps. Number 1 is build a relationship with investors and lenders. The more hands you shake, the more money you make. Write that down. The more hands you shake, the more money you make. Number 2, you need to present a compelling investment opportunity. You need to wow them, okay? And now, because you know co-living method, how many people, before they went on here, actually knew about co-living, the 778% return? Anybody? Now imagine people that are not on here. Don't you think you would wow them now? That's how you present a compelling investment opportunity. And lastly, manage the investment responsibly. Remember, it takes the average person 12 to 14 years to give you $100,000. That's a lot of money. Take it seriously, guys, okay? And again, I want to back it up with someone in our community. And it's not just me. This is Fernando, okay? Right now, he's at 34 co-living units using none of his own money. Can you guess what he used for the majority of his units? It's the DSCR loan. Now he makes $8,000 to $10,000 per month using this strategy. Again, it didn't cost him anything out of his own pocket thanks to the DSCR loan. I hope you guys can see how powerful this stuff is that we teach, right? And guys, this guy got so good. He's actually our go-to DSCR loan officer in our community now. He got so good at it. He's absolutely killing the game, okay? Guys, this is what we've all been waiting for. I'm about to give you guys my copy and paste system of how to find these properties. Anybody want to find these properties live with me right now? Anybody? Yes. Let's do it. Okay? Let's do it right now. You guys are not prepared for this. If I were you, I would say the next at least 30 minutes or so, okay, for yourself, so you guys can learn this wealth building skill. You guys ready? All right. All right. I'm about to give you guys the whole enchilada. You guys aren't even prepared for this, okay? Boom, okay? This is how you we're finding a deal live right now, okay? Guys, in this scenario, I chose Jacksonville, Florida for the property we're going to find. Yes, I'm sorry if you're not Jacksonville. I'm sorry, okay? But our pre-approval amount is $420,000, which means this could virtually work anywhere because the average home in America is $419,000 exactly, okay? So this could virtually work anywhere. So the first thing you have to do, okay, please write this down. This section is the most important section of everything that I taught because this is where you make the real money. It's on the buy, okay? You cannot mess this up. This is how you lose tens of thousands of dollars if you do not do this right, okay? Please, okay? Number 1 is build your buy box. What is a buy box? Is when you have specific characteristics of what the home you're looking for. It's price, location, bed, bath, etc. That's how you find deals fast, Okay, here it is. This is the actual buy box that I use in my company. Like I said, I'm giving everything away to you. Okay, check this out. 4-bedroom, 3-bath. That's what we look for. Square feet in the house is 2,000 because we want space to build more rooms. And lot size is 10,000 square feet because there's going to be more tenants. People forget. People need parking. Do not forget about that, okay? And then the condition is turnkey. Turnkey meaning rent ready, so you can build out the rooms as fast as you can. And then right here, the type of property, SFR, single family rental. You don't need a duplex, quadplex. You can go as easy as a single family house, okay? And if you can, find something with a garage. There's a little hint right there for you guys, okay? So now you know what it is physically, right? What the house looks like. What about the market? How do you know you're investing in the right market? Well, I'm going to give you the hack. The hack is look for job growth. Is there jobs going into that market, right? Is there more jobs? Is there projected to have more jobs, okay? Because here's what happens. If there's job growth, then there's population growth because people go to where the jobs are. That's how people live, okay? People need to make money, okay? So when they go over there when they go to that place in Jacksonville and it's growing, right? Job growth leads to population growth. Population growth leads to what? Rent growth, because they're not just going to magically get a whole bunch of units in a year. No, this takes time. So people are going to compete for rent, but supply and demand, remember? That means rent prices is going to go up because supply is low and demand becomes high because of the population growth. Because rent goes up, what happens? Home values go up. And do you think people are just going to rent? No, people are going to buy homes too. So you see how it's a double-edged sword that can make you really wealthy? Everyone see that? Job growth, job growth, job growth, okay? And look, now that we know the market is good and the type of property we look for, we just pulled up Zillow. This took us like 15 minutes to find, okay? Check this out. There's the address right there. Go ahead, look it up. I have zero things to hide from you guys. If you didn't know that by now. Trying to give you guys everything. 4-bedroom, 3-bath, right here. Instead of 2,000 square feet, we found something for almost 2,500 square feet. Amazing, right? And we wanted to see how much it would rent for traditionally to a family, right? Because this is what 99% of investors are doing. So after we got the rents from Zillow, it looks like we could rent it out for $1,700 to a family. And after all the expenses, we would lose $1,100. Anybody here want to lose $1,100 a month guaranteed? No. Why would you want to lose $1,100? Yes, the appreciation might be good in that place, but no, why would you want a guaranteed $1,100 loss? That's why people are running away from these deals. Why would you want to buy this? But here's the thing. What do we know that other investors don't know about? What do we know that 99% of investors don't know about? You guys know this. It's co-living. It's co-living, guys. What does that mean? Guys, there's virtually zero competition. It's a bright blue ocean. Why would you want to compete in a shark or red-infested waters trying to get the same deal? No. Guys, this is a bright blue ocean. Are you guys understanding that? Of course you'd run away from these deals, but they don't know what we know, which is co-living. These are the 3 rooms that I saw that we could build out. And look at this basement. This thing was huge. And because I want to be conservative, I run a real business, right? I run a real business. Check this out. We could easily put a 4th bedroom, but I digress. I want to run a real business conservatively, okay? Now, I got these numbers from PadSplit itself. These are weekly numbers, and after doing all of that, a master bedroom can be rented out for $850, okay? $850 a month. Every single room after that is $700 a month. And look, that 8th bedroom, I left it. Even though I easily could have built another bedroom there, Guys, I'd rather have that in safety net, okay? So $700 in safety net already, okay? And look, $1,700 compared to how much rent by the room? Over $5,000, not including that extra bedroom where we easily could have, okay? So now, guys, this is the most important part. Do not nod off on this, okay? Guys, in real estate, you don't make $100 mistakes. You make tens of thousands of dollar mistakes, okay? Do not miss out on this. Do not copy the content creators making it sound so easy. This right here is the right way to do it, okay? Look at this. Gross potential rent, okay? 5,000. We're putting that there. Okay, this is the calculator that we use. Property management is at 15%. Guys, I can tell you right now, I have all the proof. My properties right now is at 6% property management. 6%. So why did I put 15%? Guys, it's because I don't know what's going to go wrong on the property when I buy it. It would look perfectly fine, but I would rather be safe than sorry. Guys, do not build a business off of sunshines or rainbows. Run it off of logical, real numbers, okay? Find the great deals, okay? So what does this mean? Guys, that's 300% more than what I'm supposed to be paying. That's $500 extra a month. That's $6,000 extra as my safety net, just in case something bad happens. Sounds pretty good, right? Check this out. Already, right? $500 safety net plus that $700, right? Now, property taxes is in there. Insurance is in there. Owner paid utilities, $350, guys. $350, even though they're already paying for their utilities, I am putting away almost $5,000 away a year. Why? Because I don't know what's going to happen. It's called capital expenditure. You want to know the real numbers, guys. Okay? So we're putting that away. Where are we right now, guys? Well, that's what? $1,800, $1,900 in safety net already? What about the vacancy reserve? What does that mean? We're already putting money away just in case your room doesn't rent out for a couple weeks. Why? Why did I put 9%? Because there's a 91% occupancy. That's why you have a 91% success rate of getting fully booked. I'm fully booked right now, but I do not want to take that chance. I am putting $450 away every single month. Are you guys seeing how conservative I do my numbers? Do you see this? Look at this. Maintenance reserve, 5%. Why? Because the toilet's going to break. The lights are going to go out, right? The answer is yes. It's a property. Of course it is. So I'm putting $250 away. Where are we? Guys, we're like $2,400 in safety net right now. Just in case it all goes bad. Okay, now what kind of loan are we doing? We're doing a DSCR loan, 20% down, okay? And guys, please don't tell me you can't raise $55,000. I did it as a 23-year-old, knowing less than what you guys know right now. Please tell me you can, okay? Because I believe in you guys. $55,000 is very, very doable, all right? And look at the interest rate, 7.5%, okay? Very doable as well. Look at this. Monthly net, worst case scenario, we are cash flowing $1,450. Anybody want to buy a property where the worst case scenario is $14,050? About $1,500 a year? Or that's $18,000 a year in cash flow is the worst case scenario, plus a $2,400 safety net. If everything goes right, that's a lot of cash flow, right? Are you guys seeing how I do my numbers? These are real business owner numbers. Okay? And look at that return on investment, 29%. That is 3 times more than the stock market, not including appreciation. Not including appreciation. Look at this, 5,000, everyone here is military members, right? So I got to do the VA loan, okay? This is the VA loan now. All the same capital expenditure, right? All of the same numbers, right? Very, very conservative, and putting 0% down now at 6.5 interest rate, Okay, 6.5. There it is. Interest rate 6.5. We're still making $12.50 a month. $12.50 worst case scenario with a safety net of $2,400. Look at that return on investment, $363,000. You guys see that? That's not including appreciation. Speaking of appreciation, oh, you thought I was just going to talk about it the whole time and not give you an actual screenshot from real estate data websites? Oh, Josh, it's not 9. Yeah, it's 9.6. Oh, guys, I was actually lowballing it for Jacksonville. This was the past 12 months, 10.9%. That means if you just held the property for 12 months, you would make $30,000 in passive equity just holding it. Oh, Josh, that's only for this year because it's been crazy. Okay, what about for the past 2 years? That says 10.86%, doesn't it? Josh, you know, it hasn't been like this for the past 5 years, though. Oh, yeah, 5 years, 10.26%. See, it hasn't been like this for a decade. Okay, what about 9.35% for the past 10 years? Oh, you're wondering why did I put in the 2000s? Guys, in the 2000s, depreciation was 4.5%. Why? Why, guys? Again, everything is supply and demand. Everyone knows what happened in 2000s, right? There was so much supply and very little demand. You know where we are right now? We are short 6.5 million homes in America, and we're only building 500 homes, 500,000 homes a year. It's going to take us 12 years to even catch up to demand. So do you think it's logical? Do you think it's going to be a safe bet that this is going to be very close to what we're going to make? Dude, yeah. It's up to you, though. It sounds like a fair bet to me if you ask me, right? Guys, look, this is a simple wealth blueprint. And I want to make this very clear. This is the best opportunity you have to build wealth right under our noses. We all know that real estate creates more millionaires than any other industry, but you simply have an unfair advantage that you sacrifice for and access to one of the most powerful wealth building tools on the planet. If you haven't used your VA loan benefit, I have no idea what you are waiting for. And check this out, okay? This is the value you would get from a very, very conservative $275,000 home, okay? This should honestly scare some of you guys who would sideline yourself from real estate up until this point. This is what you're missing out on by not taking action. Look at the appreciation. This is conservative for you. Again, this is how I run my numbers, very conservative. At 5%, we already saw it was at 11% pretty much. I cut it in half, more than half. So you're making $14,000 a year. Passive equity. Look at this cash flow. This is minimum. Worst case scenario. Remember how much we had in safety net? $2,400? Okay. What about equity pay down? $3,000 a year, right? Because every time someone pays down your rent, a part of that goes back into your pocket. What about tax benefits? Guys, in your first year with bonus depreciation, you get right off $41,000. People forget about that all the time. So what is that? Guys, your first year, off of a $275,000 property, you get $73,000 worth of value. Off of what? 0% down? OPM? Other people's money, not your money? Guys, and I know some of you guys have PH and you pay rent. The last person that I spoke to paid $2,500 a month in rent. That's $30,000 a year going nowhere and making somebody else wealthy. $30,000. If you want to live below your means a little, you can buy a property and house hack. Okay? Not only can live there for free, but now you can cash flow like crazy if you do the co-living method and build wealth and save that extra $30,000 into your next deal. This is not including negotiating, guys. You guys forgot about that. How many people are looking for this property? No one. No one. Guys, check this out. Again, I'm not afraid to show you the address. Check this out. This was actually sold for $25,000 less. It was sold for $250,000. That means our numbers is way better than I put. You know why? Because no one was looking for it. Here's another thing you guys might have missed. What is that right there in front of you? Doesn't that look like a garage? What can we do with that? Doesn't it sound like a garage conversion, a six-figure play with none of your own money? Are you guys trying to see? I'm trying to teach you guys every single piece right now. Do you guys see how valuable all of this is? Every little piece is a part of a bigger picture, okay? So let's say you've been wanting to invest for the past 2 years now. How much have you lost by waiting? 73,000 times 2, right? Because that's 2 years that you've lost by waiting. That's $150,000 that you lost. Is that it? Nope. You have to pay what the property's worth now. Guys, remember, appreciation is actually 11%. That's $30,000 a year. That's a $60,000 difference every time you wait 2 years. So you're at $210,000 now that you lost, right? By waiting. Is that it? Nope. We didn't count if you're renting to someone and making them rich. What is the total loss now? People think you are losing a couple bucks by waiting, but it's literally hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year. This is the cost of you not taking action. See, people don't see it like that. And that's why I think buying real estate is such a no-brainer, especially having the 0% down VA loan at your fingertips, especially now that you know about using other people's money, guys. Other people's money. And now, guys.
Actually, guys, let me turn on my camera really quick. How many of you here today now realize that getting into real estate is something that is not only possible, but is necessary to build wealth? And really quick, how many of you now understand that it's possible for you to secure a cash flowing real estate deal this year, 2026? Guys, I started this from nothing at 23 years old, suffering from mental health problems while working in the military, active duty, full time. If I could do it, so can you guys. Matter of fact, put I can do it in the chat right now. I want to know who actually believes that they can do this in 2026. Let's go. I'm going to shout you guys out. Let's go. We got Brian Gomez. We got Samir. We got Young. We got Stefan. Let's go. That's right. I believe every single one of you guys can do this. Every single one of you. And look, all it takes is one deal to change your situation. With one deal, you completely change your situation. Check out one of my clients here. His name is Costa. Okay. We served on the same boat together back in 2016, but we went our separate ways. I did my thing in real estate and he went into the civilian world. And like a lot of us, he got lost. And he found out he was about to have a newborn baby daughter that he was not prepared for. And he had less than $5,000 in his account. But he saw what I was doing. He hit me up. He said, Josh, do you think help me out and do this real estate thing? I said, 100% I can help you. And after I helped him get that property, get him financially straight, this is the message that he sent me. He said, brother, you changed my life. I'm so thankful. Just hit. I said, yo, what the heck? Let's go. Congratulations, bro. Let's get it. F yeah, bro. Major blessings. Guys, with information that I gave him, he now makes thousands upon thousands of dollars in cash flow. That's not revenue. That is cash flow in his pocket every single month. Now he owns a property in Hawaii where everyone said, oh, it's too expensive to get a property there. You don't make enough money there. No, you can't do that. Oh, yeah. Now he has a beautiful property with his new family, a newborn baby daughter, that they could take advantage of the sacrifice that he did using that 0% down VA loan. And remember that E7 that was talking all that trash in the beginning? Oh, Josh, you can't do this. Oh, yeah? No, I'm just kidding. That's not him. But now I get to help E7s too. Josh helped me purchase a property that gave me $60,000 in just 1 year. All with what? 0% down. None of his own money. Guys, how long would it take you to make $60,000? How many hours of work would it take you to make $60,000? How about save $60,000? What if you could just do the same thing like him? 0% down and made $60,000 in his first year. Look, guys, we are changing lives every day. And if you guys want to be next, here's what you got to do. You have to take action. You guys are just one deal away. Look, you know my story. I didn't come from much and I struggled a lot. I lost a lot. Guys, if you're struggling right now, good. Hey, there's a reason why I put my camera on, okay? Guys, if you're struggling right now, good. I want you to look at me. If you are thinking of giving up, good. If you're feeling lost right now, good. You know why? You know why that's good? Because without a test, there is no testimony. Did you catch that? Without a test, there is no testimony. There is no glory without a story, and it just means it's your turn to make it happen. Guys, I'm not pretending that I know what you're going through right now. I don't. Maybe you woke up today. This was the worst day, the worst week, the worst year you've ever had. You're just trying to get through. Or maybe you were in a spot like I was where everywhere that you turn, you felt like you were in a deep, dark hole that you cannot get out of. Every step you took, it just got darker and darker. But there's something that I want to tell you. All it takes is one step in the right direction to change everything. It doesn't matter how big that step is. All you need to do is take one step in the right direction, and your new life begins. Guys, I want to empower you. I want to inspire you. I don't know what kind of mess you're in your life. I want you to make your mess your message today. I want to encourage you, for you to make your mess your message, that today you're actually going to take action. No more of that person last year that didn't take action, that was waiting for the perfect opportunity, that was waiting for the perfect time. No, you are this new person now that does take action, that makes it the right opportunity, that does take life by the horns. And guys, I can promise you, the minute that you take action, your life begins. No more of that person that waits around and watching everyone get wealthy. No more. And look, guys, I'm not here to make you feel good either, all right? Well, I can do that. But look, I'm here about facts, math, and logic, right? Hundreds of our clients are buying rentals all across America right now. I'm talking about facts. Look at all these happy clients holding up that number 3, starting their wealth building journey with us. All of our clients are on their way to owning 3 cash flowing rental properties in just 3 years. And these are just some of the people that we've helped and committed to the program, all military members. Everyone in here knows they want to invest into real estate to build long-lasting wealth. And we just talked about how much money you're missing out on by waiting, right? So here's the question. How can you take advantage of this opportunity to build wealth through real estate? Well, it's simple. It's by using our proven framework and become a part of the most elite group of military real estate investors who actually understand your situation. This has been proven to work for not only me, going from nothing to $20 million like you guys saw, and the hundreds of clients in our program right now building their rental portfolio. Guys, what we do is we take everything that you learned today and implement it, done for you, 100% done for you, and 100% done with you. That's right. We will do this work 100% to minimize to or lower any risk involved. We actually increase your reward because we've done this so many times. We know what works for every situation, but the biggest thing that you learn is how to not lose money on deals you are putting your time and effort into. The biggest thing that I hate to see is people do this on their own and lose money. And just as important, we teach you how to get your time and freedom back. So if this sounds like you and something that you want, this is why I created the Simple Wealth Academy, the only real estate investing program that focuses on helping military members like yourself. In fact, we become the #1 real estate investing program for military members based off results. And here's how it works, okay? I want to make this very clear, guys, okay? No, this ain't no video course, thinking video course, okay? Can we all agree going into 2026 that Video courses do not work. Can we all agree? Hopefully we're smarter than that now. Okay. Please. Hopefully by now you have separated me from those other guys too. Okay. I own a real consulting company with real people based in the US with real salaries. This is a hands-on done with you consulting program and community. Okay. This is a hands-on done with you consulting program. This is done with you real estate. Okay. That means you hire our team full-time to work for you. Not only that, okay, you're gonna get access to unlimited one-on-one consulting, weekly coaching calls, and personalized education for your situation, which means you get my brain with you 24/7. Every question you have, my team and I have answered 100 times already. So you get education made for you. And also, no other program out there can service military members like we can. Guys, do you want to know why we have such a high success rate for our program and how we get so many military members cash flowing rental properties almost every day? Well, it's because we do a lot of the work done for you. Okay. First thing we're going to do is we're going to give you a custom tailored strategy that is based off your situation, not the person next to you. Guys, the reason why people fail so much, it's pretty simple. Why people fail. Because they think they could go on YouTube and have a cookie cutter system and feel like they can be successful. No, that's so fake. There's so many nuances. That's why we want to build your custom tailored strategy to you, not the person next to you. This is not cookie cutter. Want to sit down. What are your goals? How much time do you, how much money do you have? Everyone is different. What is your credit line? What is it? And we're going to tailor it specifically for you and you only. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to give you your own personal deal finding team. Yes, we will give you your own personal deal finder that will go out and find you gold mine properties. Well, yeah, you heard that right. Who thinks finding deals will take a long time? Well, guys, that's the longest part of real estate is finding the great deals. Well, imagine not having to put in all that work talking to dozens of agents now, costing time and energy, worrying about if they know how to think like an investor. How about we just do all that heavy lifting for you and with you now? Okay, Josh, that sounds great, but what about getting scammed by VA loan officers, right? What if we just give you our done for you VA loan service? We've already done $1 billion worth of deals of VA loans. Why don't you just use our Rolodex, our credibility to already at your fingertips give you the best deals in the US for VA loans, where you don't have to pay the points and the fees for no reason. Well, now what if we just do that for you too? If you don't have to talk to dozens of loan officers now, costing time and energy, worrying if they're charging dumb points and fees, we're going to do all that heavy lifting for you and with you. And my team has done over $1 billion in real estate transactions. We're going to use every ounce of our experience to get you the best deals possible. Now, if we're doing all that for you and with you, well, what's left for you to do? Well, it's for you to get paid while learning. You would go through our foundational content while we do all the heavy lifting while our team is finding deals for you, building the team for you, funding your deals for you. I want to teach you how to verify these deals and go out and repeat this over and over again without us once you are done getting your first property. And we have step-by-step video training showing you exactly how to, not just what to do, and live coaching calls with me and my team every week, break down anything you have questions on. So guys, we are not just interested in giving you one fish, one home, no, one rental property. No, that is not us. We want to teach you how to fish so you get even more fish and more properties on your own so you can actually build real wealth that actually lasts for you and your family. And if you're worried about not having money or credit to invest in deals, guys, nobody in your program will ever have to miss out on a deal because of funding or credit. Funding and credit is not a problem. Why? Guys, we know that military members don't have the best savings and the best credit. And to be honest, I built this program for people like me. I didn't have the best credit. And you guys already know I didn't have a lot of money in my savings. So why did I create this? Because I want people to be successful, right? And that's why we created things for everyone like in our military community. We will show you how to unlock credit, OPM. We'll even break down the DSCR loan, which allows you to get infinite rentals that is not based on your income, but the property's income. Our team will help you get funding on deals in ways you didn't even know are possible. And after we help fund your deals, my team now will choose a cash flow strategy that is perfect for your situation. Wait, Josh, you're not going to force it to do co-living, out-of-state investing, multifamily? No. What if you have a family? You think I'm gonna force you and your kids to live next to a stranger? No. Guys, we just literally had someone last week buy a piece of land, build a property, and now they're making over $50,000 using the 0% down VA construction loan. Wait, that actually works? Yes, people are doing it every day. And guys, we want to help you make passive rental income every single month, depending on your situation. Now you can go out and replace your 9 to 5 income faster with less units than the average investor can. And after we help fund your deal, we'll help put management in place to maximize your property and time. Wait, Josh, so you're telling me you're going to help us find the deal, you're going to help us fund the deal, you're going to consult us all the way through, and you're going to help put property management in place? Guys, the goal of creating this program is to create a program that fail safe, where the only option for you is to succeed. That's why it is white glove. That is why it is done with you. That's why it's done for you and give you every resource possible to make it fail safe. And guess what? The done for you is such a small part of our program. Everything else that encompasses makes it fail safe, because we all know we're military members. Okay, we need a dummy proofs. And for all my properties, I use a property management company. That's because it gives me time to go out and scale my portfolio and get more units stress-free whenever and wherever I want. We'll help you put property managers in place. And on top of everything I just shared with you, we're going to give you all the assets you need, like contracts, scripts, calculators, checklists, everything that you need to be successful. And if everything you just heard and saw is exactly what you are looking for, and you are ready to take action, use the button you see in the chat and book a call with my team right now. And for everyone here today, I'm going to do something super special for everyone that is listening right now. Today, okay? The first 5 people will get this. The first 5 people who join will get $2,000 off discount today for your program, okay? This new year special, okay? They're going into this 2026. I've never done a deal this big. And this discount is one of the biggest it will ever be. If you ask me, this is absolutely insane. My team was just like, Josh, you are crazy. There's no way. I understand that you want everyone to have an amazing year, but this is crazy. But I said, don't worry about it. I want to make this happen. I want this to be the best year 2026 for our military community. I want to prepare every single one of you to take advantage and to make as much wealth as possible for our military community. There will be zero excuses. I want to help every single one of you. And this is my way of saying thank you for being with me and spending your time, because I know it's valuable. So if you want to join the Simple Wealth Academy, you want to work with me and my team one-on-one, you want to build financial freedom, you want to invest into real estate without losing money, the first 5 people, you get $2,000 off for this new year special discount. And we'll be working with you one-on-one to start building a custom investing strategy that works for you, okay? And guys, here's the reason why I'm doing my biggest discount ever. It's because this is probably the easiest time to invest into real estate as a military member. I'm going to say that one more time. The reason why I'm doing my biggest discount ever is because this is probably the easiest time to invest into real estate as a military member. Let me remind you of 2 factors, okay? Number 1 is interest rates. Well, you already know Jerome Powell already lowered the interest rates just a couple of weeks ago. And what did the government say? They're going to lower it even more. Do you guys know what happens every time interest rates go down 1%, just 1%, 3 to 4 million more competitors go back into the market? What does that mean? The people that own the property and competitors getting that same property. Remember, we have low housing shortage as well. Do you know what happened the last time interest rates went lower and housing rates were still low? That was back in 2020. Anybody remember what happened back in 2020? The people that owned the property before all the interest rates, before all the competitors, they were making multiple 6 figures doing nothing just because they acted before everyone else. That's what happened. And the thing is, civilians would have to put in 100, 200 grand to buy the same properties we do. Guys, we would have to only put, wait, $0 down to get the exact same properties. And I'm not talking about that. This is a hypothetical thing. Guys, this already happened back in 2020. I didn't even know that we can have another opportunity like this. And to be honest, I have no idea how long the VA will let us use this to invest. And as you know, there's so much changing right now. There's so many factors in place. I have no idea how long this opportunity will last. That's why I want to motivate as much people as possible to build wealth, and I'm doing a crazy discount. Now, guys, it's not going to be a call to pitch you on our program and community, okay? I want to make that clear, okay? Guys, remember, we're the only company in the world that does this. Remember that. We're the only company. There is no other VA loan consulting company in the entire US. There's a reason why a bunch of news stations has interviewed us. All right? It's because we are doing this for the military community and we're the only one. What does that mean? That means we have the privilege of choosing our clients. That's essentially what that means. Okay? And to be honest, we don't have a humongous team. It's just the truth. I would love to tell you, oh, we're this big conglomerate. No. Because by the time that it's corporatized, that's where a lot of quality goes down. We're pretty boutique. Okay? It's and guys, like I said, because we get to choose our clients, it's going to be opposite to pitch you on our program community. No, it's not going to be that. Okay, it's going to be a call to see if you are even a good fit for the community. We don't accept everyone because we put a lot of time and effort to make this work for our clients, and we care about the quality of the group. Again, we're the #1 real estate investing group for a reason. So you have to have the motivation level to be successful and the characteristics of successful clients, which we know because we've seen so much success with doing this. So this is going to be a point for us to see if you are even a good fit for this opportunity. And if we can move you up to that next step, which is help you get your first or next rental and help you get 3 in 3 years, but hopefully faster. And if it's not a good fit, then no big deal. All right. At least you'll have clarity knowing where you stand and where we stand. So use the button or link you see in the chat and book in your call. And I'd be honored to help you start your wealth building journey and help you achieve the financial freedom you're desiring. Okay. And guys, because of this New Year's special, I'm going to do something even crazier. Okay. I'm going to add a bonus. You want to guess what that bonus is? For the people that are booking in their calls right now, I will guarantee that I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I am guaranteeing for the people, for just right now, okay, that are booking their call, this is the bonus you're going to get, that we will guarantee you will get a property in the United States. You will get a property under our guidance, okay? I want you to actually process what I'm saying right now. That's not a mess around guarantee. We're taking this guarantee very seriously. Okay? With you working with us for this New Year's special discount, okay? The bonus is we will guarantee you are getting this property. All right? If you're not on this workshop right now, and if this wasn't a New Year's special, you would not get this guarantee because we want to work with people that will actually take this serious. And like I said, I'm on a mission to help as many military members as possible. So, yes, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Yes. Okay. And guys, here's the cool part. As we go on this workshop, I'm also going to give you not only more game as we go on, right? But guys, at the end of this, I'm going to give away hundreds of dollars and up to $1,000 as well. And I'm going to give away a bunch more bonuses, like guaranteeing you'll get a property. That is only the first bonus of the many bonuses that you guys will be getting today. I'm going to give away so much free stuff today, okay? Because I want military members to actually make a difference in their life, because I want to work with people that will take this seriously. And because, guys, there will be a bunch of people in this training trying to get the same spot you're trying to get right now. And guys, there are people DMing me right now that there are no more spots. I'm sorry. Jacqueline says all slots are filled. Okay, guys. So here, like I said, guys, we are a small team. As you guys know, I bring all the facts. When I say we are a small team, guys, we already got filled. I'm sorry. We it's only been like 2 minutes. I didn't even know. We had like almost like 80 spots like for I don't even know. Guys, okay, Rowan said they reopened it right now. Okay, guys. So my team did DM me. They said that we are opening a couple more spots for you guys. So if you see more spots, okay, my team is kind of scrambling right now. So if you guys do see a spot, I would highly recommend that you take it because we already ran. I didn't even know we were gonna run out. That's crazy. That is nuts. I can't wait to see. I'm seeing notifications that keep going on my screen right now. Wow, a lot of people really want to take advantage of 2026. I cannot wait. Okay? So guys, my team did say there are more spots, so yeah, we did run out, but there should be a couple more. All you got to do is refresh your screen and you should be good to go. All right? And guys, like I said, there's gonna be people in this train trying to get the same spot you're trying to get right now. And we don't have a lot of spots. Just do the math. If there's gonna be 70, 80, 90 people booking that same spot you're trying to book right now, how many people do you think we can help at one time? Can we do 80 deals a month? Can we do 80 deals? Guarantee 80 deals in 1 month, like people getting properties all in 1 month. Mathematically, I want to give you the highest quality possible, and the answer is no. Okay, we cannot do 80 deals in 1 month. I would love to say it. One day, I really hope that I can say that our company helps military members do 80 deals a month. All right. Even if you've seen my social media, the closest that we're doing right now is recently we closed on 36. Okay, that's just recent. Go on my social media. All right. Why do we keep it low? Because mathematically, it's just math. We want to give you the highest quality possible, and we are boutique. We're not a corporation. All right, we're not this money hungry people with like the Fortune 500s now. We're just a bunch of military members just trying to do the best for our military community and actually guarantee results. Okay. And before I dive into more of our clients' success, which I'll limit because I could be here all day talking about their success, I want to answer some of the questions you guys might be having about the program. All right. Number one, can I get started even if I'm scheduled for deployment or overseas or out of state? That's a great question. Number two, how much time and effort do I need to invest in the program in order to get results? That's a great question, right? So first one, Joseph closed on a property while being overseas in Japan while being active duty. So the people that have been told, oh, you can't get a property while I'm overseas or out of state, okay, they probably don't have the same information that you guys just got, all right? Let alone 94% of the military community haven't even used the VA loan one time. So what does that mean? The people that actually know how to use the VA loan for investing to its fullest extent is probably 0.01%, right? Yes, that's probably right? So guys, be careful when you're listening to people that have no idea what they're talking about, okay? Because that can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. But good thing, when people were telling him, he didn't want to believe it either. So he actually went on one of these workshops and we helped him get a property. We guaranteed him the property. And what happened? Our team went to work for him, okay? Working with him. We helped him buy the property, okay? Fund the property, help even put property managers in place until he came back. And look, close on my deal. Now I can start house hacking with the new property, okay? And guys, he closed the property while being in the comfort of his office in Japan, 7,000 miles away, all right? So guys, if you think you don't have time to do this, I'm not trying to sell you that you have time to do this. Whether you think you can or you can't, you are right. All right? Henry Ford said that. If you feel like you don't have time, then that's up to you. All right? But you always have time for what's important to you. Like this guy, okay? This guy was literally hunting deals while on deployment in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. I didn't even know they had Wi-Fi until this guy hit me up and FaceTime me. Wait, Josh, is that you? Oh, number 3? Yes, that is me. Guys, part of the reason why we want to qualify the people and you have to get approved. Oh yeah, by the way, for the guarantee, guys, you have to get approved. We are not approving just anyone. Okay, you have to have the motivation level and the same characteristics of successful clients because we want to keep our high success rate. Okay, that is our gold, like what is it, a trophy, whatever it is. Like that is the main thing that we want to keep. So if you do get approved to work with us, we will do everything that we can to maintain the success rate. So it's not even, it's kind of like a selfish thing that we just want to keep our high success rate. Okay. And yes, of course, we're going to help you get that property, but it's more like we just want to maintain our standard, right? So guys, and plus you're going to be working with me too. And I'm not going to do that for long, especially if we start growing. Like that's just how it is. I would want to help more military members, but if you don't have 3 to 4 hours a week, this is not for you. Okay, because I also want to know if you're a weirdo or not. That's why. Okay, that's what we want to prove if you're gonna be working with us. All right. And here's another question: do I need to use my VA loan to be part of the program? The answer is no. Okay. No, you don't need to use your VA loan to be part of the program. We are a military real estate investing program, not a VA loan investing program, which means our main goal is to help you buy cash flowing rentals, whether it's using other people's money, your own money, the VA loan, etc. Okay? Yes. So, wait, Josh, so if we don't have a VA loan, I can still join the community? Yes. Guys, do you think I bought a 49 unit with my VA loan? No. Guys, I'm buying 2 properties right now that I'm not even using the VA loan for. I'm using the BRRRR strategy. Anybody know what that is? You buy, you rehab, you rent, refinance, repeat. I am making, I'm going to save that for later. But guys, this is how I get unlimited properties. So guess what we do twice a week for 4 hours? We help you find these properties. We help underwrite these properties. We teach you how to do it every single week to help you get these properties too without the VA loan. And guys, just because you don't have the VA loan doesn't mean that you can't get properties for 0% down. There's so many ways to win. Guys, like I said, I'm going to continue to give you game, right? Guys, don't forget the Navy Federal Military Choice Loan. But here's the game that I'm about to give you. There's also another loan next to it. It's just your home buyer's choice, where you have the VA loan, the Navy Federal loan that's 0% down, and then you have the home buyer's choice for 0% down as well. Absolutely nuts. With that right there, if the average property in America is $420,000, that's $1.2 million for 0% down. If you just let that compound until your retirement age, 50, 60 years old, guys, you would have $6 million. People don't understand that if you just sacrifice 3 years of your life, you're going to be set up for the rest of your life. Like I said, I'm going to continue giving you guys game like that. You have to reframe your mindset. And there's so many other little things that can help you achieve the things that you actually want. And guys, speaking of people that didn't use a VA loan, this is Gonzalo. He bought his first rental unit using his own money and a conventional loan. What does that mean? You could use a DSCR loan. You can use the OPM strategy. He didn't use any of that. And he bought his property doing that, being creative. And now he's using the co-living method to make $1,500 per month. But that's wrong. He hit me up. He said, Josh, that's wrong. You can't put $1,500 anymore. I was like, oh, shoot. Are you only making $100 in cash flow now? Like, are you doing negative in cash flow? What is it? He said, Josh, I'm making $2,400 per month right now in cash flow. I was like, what? $2,400? Are you serious? He said, yeah, man. I was like, so you're making $30,000 per year in cash flow? That's not revenue. He's like, yeah, $30,000. I asked him, I was like, do you feel different? How do you feel right now? He said the biggest difference is when he goes on vacation now, he doesn't feel guilt. Because every time he went on vacation, he felt like he shouldn't be. Because he felt guilty that he wasn't in the best financial place to take vacations. But now he told me that he took 3 vacations. He likes to do cruises for some reason. So he did 3. And you know what the best part is? He just closed on his second property. No, he's not making $30,000 a year in cash flow on that second property, but he is making $20,000. Guys, in a little over a year, this guy is already doing $50,000 in cash flow on autopilot, whether he likes it or not. Isn't that crazy, guys? How long would it take you to even save $50,000? What if you can have an asset that just turns out, whether you like it or not, on autopilot, $50,000 a month, right? And look, he said, big win today. I finally closed on my first property, many more to come. And this is them at the title company taking a picture when they got their keys. Right? I hope every single person in here can have a moment like this. Now I want to ask you guys in the chat, okay? I'm just checking if you guys are paying attention, all right? Now, like I said, as you guys stay on the workshop, right? I'm going to continue giving you guys some crazy bonuses. I'm going to give away so much things today, all right? So how about this? Who would want the calculator that I used to find these properties that are cash flowing $1,500, $2,000 a month? Put a 3 in the chat. Put a 3 in the chat. Okay? Put a 3 in the chat. I want to know if you're actually paying attention right now. Who would want a calculator, the calculator that I used and how Gonzalo and our community uses to find these properties that cash flow? Right? Okay, you know what else I'm going to do? Here's what else I'm going to do. Who would want a 45-minute training with me breaking down all of this as well? How to find these properties too, how to use a calculator. Put a 5 in the chat. I want to see if you guys are paying attention. Okay, 5s. Okay, I see you guys. Okay? All right. Like I said, I'm going to continue giving you guys a bunch of bonuses. So here's what I'm going to do. I see a lot of you guys have already booked in your call that are putting 5s in the chat. So here's what I'm going to do. On the calls, you are going to get the calculator, okay, and the 45-minute training of me breaking it down absolutely free. And guess what? You don't even have to work with us. Yes. Like I said, I just want to help you take that next step, whether it's working with us or not, okay? Whether it's working with us or not. So all you have to do is book in your call and show up for the call, and now you're going to get the calculator and the 45-minute training, whether you work with us or not, all right? So now the bonuses, you're going to get the guarantee, okay? You're going to get a guaranteed property if you end up getting approved and work with us. And now the second bonus is getting you those calculator and the 45-minute training with me. And guys, I'm about to give you guys another bonus, all right, as we keep going, all right? So, and by the way, this is not even a bonus, but like I said, I want this to be the best year. Instead of 90 days of one-on-one for the program, you're going to get access to 6 full months of one-on-one, 180 days of one-on-one for the same discounted price by simply booking a call tonight and taking advantage of this opportunity for us to help you implement our system for you. Okay? And guys, nobody else outside this workshop gets access to this deal. I'm going to say that one more time. Everyone knows how Zoom works, right? You get kicked out at a certain time. Well, the same thing works with us. We're no different. So Zoom is going to kick us out. So once Zoom kicks us out, this discount, all the bonuses will no longer exist. The link that you're going to get is no longer going to work as well. All right? Because your time is valuable, and I genuinely want to help motivated military members build wealth. And guys, remember, there's only one of me, so we aren't using this as a sales call to see if you want to join our program community. Want to get on this call and make sure you're actually serious about implementing everything that you learned today, all right? And securing your first or next rental property together with my team. And this is not here, watch this and leave you alone. This is, we will hold you by the hand and help you get that next rental property to build wealth for yourself. And if for some reason you're on the fence about committing to this opportunity for yourself, I want to remove any doubt in your mind. Remember the guarantee that I mentioned that is only for this workshop, okay? You're not going to get that guarantee if you're not on this workshop, okay? It's our no member left behind guarantee. Not only am I saying it, you could actually take a screenshot. Guys, I'm so confident in our ability to get results, especially after seeing the results we've gotten for previous clients. Like I said, that if you put in the work and somehow don't land a property in 180 days, we will work for you for free until you do. Guys, I don't know if you noticed this, but this is not a 180-day guarantee. This is a lifetime guarantee. I'm going to say that one more time. We will work for you for free until you get a property. You will get our done for you resources for free until you get a property. It's a lifetime guarantee. Do you guys want to know why it's dummy proof? Why it's fail safe? Because we actually do what we say and we have a guarantee to back it up. As long as it takes. As long as it takes. We are guaranteeing you will get a property on our guidance, so we're not just going to leave you alone. With this guarantee that we have, the only way you can lose here is if you don't try. The only way you can lose here is if you don't try. We're taking all the risk for you. And speaking of our clients, right? Guys, Josh Wang, big win today. Just closed yesterday on a $1,125,000 property. All right? $1,125,000 property. How much do you think this guy paid in closing costs? Anybody want to guess how much this guy paid in closing costs? Well, remember, if we're doing the math, it's 3 to 6% of the total purchase prices you're going to be at closing costs. So that's $30,000, $60,000. Okay, let's just say worst case is $60,000, right? All right. Right here. 0. Actually, he didn't pay anything, and he got negative $650 cash to close. Wait, Josh, so not only did he not pay for closing costs, he got paid at the table? Yes, was able to use leftover sellers and lenders credits to pay off some debts. Imagine you can negotiate a deal so good that not only you're going to pay 0 in closing costs, but you get a $6,000 check at the closing tables to pay off some debts. Anybody want to do that? Anybody want to negotiate a deal so good that not only you pay 0 closing costs on $1 million property, you get paid Anybody want to pay off their debts? Guys, here's the thing, right? I practice what I preach. Please go on my social media right now. I just closed a property. I just got a property where I'm going to get paid $40,000 at closing. You guys didn't even know that was possible, did you? Like I said, I'm going to continue giving you guys more gems throughout this workshop. You can negotiate a deal so good, you can get $40,000 at closing. How many debts can you pay? I'm using that to reinvest. That's what I'm doing. I'm reinvesting into that property for that $40,000. People don't even know that exists, and people would think that I'm lying right now. No, this is real things that work in 2026. You know what the best part with this? It only took him 22 days to get this property closed. 22 days to close. And guys, part of our success is we only hire the best people in our company, in our consulting company. How did I find this Danny Barker guy that helped negotiate this whole thing? He was in the Navy for 23 years in submarines, going miles down into the deep, right? So he's a nuke. And we already know he's good at math. So when he got out, he actually started a company with his brother, and they were flipping 83 homes a year, roughly, right? And I was like, guys, do you know how good you have to be at finding deals to do 83 flips? Because, guys, not only to buy a flip, you have to have so much discount on the property that after you rehab it, after all the expenses and fees, that you could still make a profit, right? After selling it. And he was doing that 83 times a year. When I met him, I was like, hey, man, I love your talent. I do this thing. We help military members build wealth through real estate, and we would love someone like you to do it. And when I told him about what we do, he loved it. And now guess what? Guess who helps us find these deals now for our military community? All exclusive. These are the type of people that are going to be helping you find these properties. Okay? Like I said, this is a whole resource. This is a whole hub where we want to make it as fail-safe for you as possible. And you know what else? We also saved this person $25,000 under asking. $25,000 under asking price from the list price. Here's the thing right here. People are walking around right now paying $60,000 in closing costs. Going nowhere. That doesn't even go into equity. Guys, please get this through your head as well. Okay? When you pay for closing costs, it does not go back into your equity. That's not a down payment. That goes into thin air. I'm going to say that again. When you pay for closing costs, it does not go to your down payment or your equity. That goes into thin air. You're throwing money away. That's why we use a simple wealth blueprint. If the people that don't know about the simple wealth blueprint, they're throwing so much money away. And it's hurting me. If they only knew. That's why I want as many people to know about the simple wealth blueprint. It's hard. It's hard seeing all these people just throw their money away. And guys, here's another thing, okay? Well, you know what? Yeah. You know what I'm going to do? All right. I think it's time for another bonus. Who has been told that to have a business, you need an LLC so you can protect your business and get all the tax write-offs? Anybody heard of that? Right? But the thing is, they cost a good amount of money, right? And I'm not talking about your $50 LLCs where you can go on, I think like Inc. files, like $50 to $100 or whatever it is. I'm talking about talking with someone to actually structure an LLC for you. Alan, you said it's not true. Very interesting. Says which corporation in the entire United States of America? I'm just saying, right? So, Yawardi. So, guys, you're going to need something to protect you, right? So, here's what I'm going to do. For the bonus that I'm going to give you guys right now, anybody want to guess how much those structuring costs? $100K? Oh my gosh. I don't know. Okay. Yes, there's a couple people. Okay. Well, it's between $1,500 to $2,000, right? Okay. So what if I give you my team will help you structure these so you can have the best protections and the best tax write-offs to properly do it. I'm talking about a one-on-one session, absolutely free. Put an 8 in the chat. Oh yeah, the people that want trust, sorry, this is only for LLCs. Because that's the best way for a beginner to do it. Trust is great when you have a lot of assets, a lot of money. But unfortunately, people like me, I didn't start with a lot of money. So I didn't start with a trust. But guess what? Now I do. But the best way to start is always the LLCs. Best way to start. Best gateway. All right. All right. I see a bunch of people put an 8 in the chat. Okay. So guys, here's what I'm going to do. All right. Now, the people that are booking their calls right now and the people that are already booked in a call, you're going to get that now completely free. And these are only the people that are putting 8s in the chat. All right. Those are the people that are going to get this. Mm-hmm. I see a bunch of people putting eights in the chat. That's funny. So guys, like I said, I'm going to continue giving you guys all this free stuff. And all you have to do is show up for the call. These are for the people that are booking their calls right now. All right. So here's another thing. People are saying that, oh, I'm too young, too old to do this. Guys, this guy right here is 18 years old and bought his first rental. He's 18, making $1,200 a month, E3 with no BH. Think about where you're at right now compared to this guy. And all he did was take that first step. Okay? And speaking of the people that took that first step, I'm going to call out the people that have taken action tonight. Okay? Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Oh my gosh, that is crazy. Guys, we're at 93% of the people have booked in a call. Let's freaking go. Guys, 93%. Oh yeah, by the way, remember, I bring receipts, okay? I want you to check this out. Guys, we're at 94% now. That is absolutely nuts. Let's freaking go, guys. 94% of everyone that's in right now has booked in a freaking call. Let's go. Let's go. I'm still scrolling right now, by the way. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you guys this, okay? Hopefully I'm not doxing anyone because this is live, right? So each green is someone's email, okay? Oh, shoot. I don't want to dox them. Each green is an email, okay? And I'm going to continue to scroll. Each green is a person. Do you see that? Or blue, whatever it is. Do you see how many people are booking? That is absolutely nuts. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta find the top of this thing. Wow. Now, you know what I'm thinking about? Who are those 6% that has not booked in a call yet? This is absolutely nuts. Okay. Sorry, guys. This was a lot more than I thought. Okay. I found the top, guys, finally, after like 3 minutes of going. Okay. The first one to book in a call today is Ansha Sharma. Congratulations, you are locked in. We got Blake Meza. Congratulations, you are locked in. We got Ada Dagny. Congratulations, you are locked in. We got Corey Reed. Congratulations, you are locked in. James McKinsey. Congratulations, you are locked in. We got Jeffrey Perez. Congratulations, you are locked in. We got Ian Berghofer. Congratulations, you are locked in. Jeff Hutchinson. Congratulations, you are locked in. Quabbles Harris, great name. Congratulations, you're locked in. We got Alex Reyes. Congratulations, you are locked in. Sydney Jungert, congratulations, you are locked in. Mark Francois, congratulations, you are locked in. Kayla Castile, congratulations, you are locked in. Rachel Gernald, congratulations, you are locked in. Patrick Benitez, congratulations, you are locked in. Hey guys, wait, I'm seeing people that are telling me there's no more slots. Guys, try to refresh your screen because I think when I gave that last bonus, more people have booked in a call. So if there are more spots left, I highly recommend that you take it. I think there should be more left, right? I'm gonna hit up my team if there are not more spots left. But if so, maybe that's it. We don't have any more spots. So if you do see more spots, highly recommend that you take it. Okay? Oh shoot, guys, check this out. Check this out. 85 more people just booked in a call. 85. Look. Okay, 85. Okay, absolutely nuts. Mahad Dakate, congratulations. You're locked in. Sorry if I butcher your name. Don't worry, I'm going to learn your name once we're on that onboarding call with you and my team. All right. We got Rob. Congratulations. You're locked in. Marcus Sainsbury. Congratulations. You have locked in. Jalen McNeil. Congratulations. You are locked in. We got Garcendi Registry. Congratulations. You are locked in. Luke Roman, congratulations, you're locked in. Elizabeth Rocha, congratulations, you're locked in. Roscoe Sawyer, congratulations, you're locked in. Latrice Martu, congratulations, you are locked in. John Palmer, congratulations, you are locked in. Chidubi, sorry, I'm gonna say Chid, congratulations, you are locked in. Chase Beasley, congratulations, you are locked in. We got Asha Daniels, congratulations, you are locked in. Anthony Gillen, congratulations, you're locked in. I think Anthony, I think you might have double booked. All good. So for the people that may have double booked, I see another person said that they have double booked. All you got to do is let my team know which one you want to show up for, so that because I believe there are people on the sidelines right now waiting for a spot. Maybe this time slots aren't working as well, because I do understand that maybe you have work at that time or whatever. So we want to open more spots. So just let me know. Let my team know which spot that you do want to take, because if you did double book, so people can get their spot, right? We got Andre, Garcia, congratulations, you're locked in. Edward T, congratulations, you're locked in. Rodravia Ellis, congratulations, you're locked in. Jose Peralta, congratulations, you're locked in. Felicia Hollins, congratulations, you're locked in. Benito Carrasco, congratulations, you're locked in. Enoch, congratulations, you're locked in. Frank K, congratulations, you're locked in. Jeffrey Perez. Jeffrey, I think this is your second time booking. So just let us know what that double book is, which one you want to take. We got Michael Alexander, congratulations, you're locked in. We got Quana Milro, congratulations, you're locked in. Katrina Smith, congratulations, you are locked in. Zung Ki, congratulations, you're locked in. Mark Alameda, congratulations, you're locked in. Henry Ashwood, congratulations, you're locked in. Thomas Sherwood, there's a lot of woods in here. Let's go, congratulations, you are locked in. Tyson Kelly, congratulations, you are locked in. Dareth White, congratulations, you're locked in. Michael Ellis, I think this is your second time. So far there's 3 people that have double booked. Just let me know and my team know which one you want to take, so we could release. So guys, potentially we have 3 more spots that can be released. Okay, so guys, just let me know which one. Okay, so guys, here's what I want to do. There's still a lot more people that I have not called yet, so don't worry. Okay, I'm still gonna call a bunch of people, but here I want to share what Brody's experience is, because he's at E3 that sorry, I lost it. Where's Brody at? There you go. So Brody's in E3 with no BH, and he still got a property. So I'm not showing you all the sunshines and rainbows. What I'm trying to show you, like, worst case scenarios as well, right? Because not everyone's gonna have the perfect credit score. Not everyone is gonna be older with money, or even if the opposite, right? We want to show you, like, this took 7 months to do. Actually, it wasn't 3 months. It wasn't 2 months to get this property. It took 7 months. Why? This guy didn't even have a credit score. We had to build it up. We had to get one of those star cards, guys. You guys know from the NEX, MEX? Yeah, we had to get one of those. And after 6 months, then we started helping him find these properties. But he ended up getting the property super fast, because during that whole time, he wasn't sitting on his hands. He was learning, he was networking, he was getting all this value from the community. And that's how he continued to progress and do this thing. Okay? So here it is.
I started looking at deals on, Zillow, Redfin, stuff like that. Eventually I got hooked up from y'all to a loan officer who got me my pre-approval. Through him, I got my agent. And then now I just recently made an offer on my property, a 2-bedroom, 1-bath that I'm going to be using as a co-living for the first little bit. I've got my inspection, looking at getting the appraisal here soon. But other than that, everything's going good. I mean, I couldn't have done it without, the team.
What are
'cause
closing
y'all
costs?
kept talking about having a good team every time. I was so scared of how to get that team, and then it just kind of came together out of nowhere. You know what I mean? But I couldn't have done it. I wouldn't have found the property without the agent. Didn't know anything about how to try to get a loan or anything like that. Derek, my loan officer, walked me through that. Y'all got me in touch with him. Y'all taught me all the steps and everything like that. I mean, it's just, I wouldn't have been doing this. You know what I mean? I remember one specific, was it Action Taker Tuesday, that Joe was talking about how to, use the whole calculator to determine if it's going to be a profitable property. And, I wouldn't have learned how to do something like that. I wouldn't even know, like, the calculator. I wouldn't even have thought about doing something like that. My focus was more as many bedrooms, as many bathrooms, and stuff like that. So the fact that, you get walked through this like a little kid, which is what I need, it is really, it's awesome.
Guys, isn't it funny he said that the deal fell into his lap even though it took him 7 months? Yeah. And what he said, it's an 18-year-old saying that you get walked through this like a little kid. And it is true. And I know that sounds funny, but you do. Because we want to make sure that you could feel us every step of the way. And if you don't want us to keep hounding you and help you and do all these little things, just let us know. We'll back off a little bit. But if you do want that hand holding, you do want to feel us on your shoulder to make sure we're guiding you in the right direction, also let us know. Because our main goal is to help you be as successful as possible. Okay? And guys, another thing that I want to share with you is Nadej. Okay? Nadej, she was a 23-year veteran as well, and she was in the Army, active duty. Okay, so you already know she is not about the games. Okay, not about the games at all. And when she first was with us, she was like, "Josh, I don't know what you guys do, but I'm hoping this is real, right?" It's fine. Like, of course, people are skeptical. They just found about our program, but then it's a lot different when you literally have the biggest. We have about 300,000 on the social media front of our community. 300,000 military members, by the way, right? So, with that being said, you would probably find out a lot about us online or whatever, right? And yeah, so here's the thing. After we did help her, because I already knew we were going to kill it for her, she ended up saying, "Josh, is it okay if I share my experience?" And to be honest, I didn't know what she was going to say because she was kind of aggressive in the beginning, and I was kind of scared, right? And you're going to kind of see it as as I sigh right here. Look, it's so funny. So this is her non-biased opinion about the program, right? This is what she thinks, truly believes.
This program, like literally, I think it's phenomenal. Very much worth every cent. So, and more. Yeah, 100%.
You see, I sighed in relief because I thought she was gonna. I don't know what she was gonna say, but yeah, I was so scared. Look at that face. I was pretty nervous talking to her. It's probably different of how I'm talking right now, actually.
This program, like literally, I think it's phenomenal. Very much worth every cent. So, and more. Yeah, 100%.
That's awesome. So what would you say to someone that's like on the fence, that's in your position right now?
I would tell them to, just invest in themselves. Like literally, this course is giving me the confidence that I need. Like the information is out there, but actually seeing it, hearing it from people that are just like me, essentially, it just gives me that motivation that I need, like that confidence that regular people can have real estate, like rich,
Yeah, right.
Celebrities. I don't know.
Say, and we do our best to make it as simple as possible.
Yeah, it's doable. So I've been, telling people, I'm like, hey, listen, I'm in this incredible course. Like, so I've been, just telling them like all the stuff that, really stuff that I can't really explain to them. I'm like, we should probably think about, joining the course. So yeah.
Oh, I appreciate that so much. And you'll also fulfill the 333,
Yeah.
that's our
Oh
goal.
yeah. Yeah. I do want to see like my friends and family, like, level up. So
Yeah,
yeah.
great. You're the one that's leading the way. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. That's insane.
Super funny, huh? And the part that I do want to mention here is that she said that she thought that only celebrities and rich people can get multiple properties. And we know that that's not the case. But don't make fun of her, because that's what I thought too. I thought you needed to be Batman to have a mansion and all this stuff. No, you just need to be around the right community and have access to the right information. And that's something that I wanted to share with you guys too. When you're at home or when you're hanging out with your friends or your family and you start sharing your goals and your dreams that you want to invest into real estate, you want to start a business, you want to invest in yourself to get skills, they might think you're crazy. Okay? And I want to warn you, okay? They might say that. But I don't want you to get mad, because I want you to understand where they're coming from. They weren't exposed to the same information you are. They're not exposed to the same community, have access to the same things that you do. Just think about where they're coming from. They were taught from kindergarten all the way to university to their 9 to 5 that you were supposed to work a job. They weren't exposed to any of the business side. Work 9 to 5 for 40 years, and then at 65 years old you retire and only live their life for the next 10 years. Oh yeah, by the way, 50 years old is not